Hey yo, what's up boys? Welcome to the stream. Hope everybody can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Hello, hello. I think we're good, yeah? I think we're good. Alright then. The banner's out. I didn't get a chance to get live earlier. Had physio. And then I was a little bit late getting live this evening. Had to take Rosie to the gym. And I thought, you know what? We'll just get on when we get on. There's no point rushing it, right? So we're going to react to some videos. And then we're going to hop on Wuthering Waves and probably fail our 50-50, you know? Because, that's how it is, right? Give me a second here. Let me just make sure... Ooh, a transcoding option's not available. Don't give me that, dude. Ah, that'll be good. Just need to refresh. But yeah, welcome. Got 1440p on YouTube. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Yo, guys, as well, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like the video. Very much appreciated. If you are watching on the Shorts stream on mobile, touch and hold the screen for 2 seconds. The like button will pop up and you can like the video there. And if you're watching on desktop on the Short stream, don't. You can come over to the full screen stream on Twitch or on YouTube. There's links in the chat pinned. Hit those links, whichever one you want to do. If you want to come over to Twitch or you want to go over to the main YouTube channel, main YouTube stream, you can watch the stream in all its HD glory. How's everybody doing anyway, though, man? We good? Are we good? Hello. Yo, what's going on, Cheese? Brother Cheese. Music and games. Nice. Can't go wrong there. Can't go wrong there. I wanted to watch a couple of videos actually before we get into it. We might end up watching this other one tomorrow because it's like a 47-minute video actually, so I don't think that's going to be good for tonight. We'll watch that tomorrow, I think. We've got 2 others that we can check out. Yeah, I had to go physio today. I swear that physio is the most useless physio ever. Telling you. Who want for the money that I'm going to get at the end of it? I'll be fucking going, I'm telling you now. Absolutely useless. Stream sounding and looking alright though, is it? Are we looking and sounding okay? Is everything coming through alright? Let me just test if the restream chat's working a second here. Hello. Yeah, all good, sweet, nice one. Alright, it's gone through to Twitch yet. There we go, it's gone through to everything. Awesome. Lovely. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Man, it's gone really stuffy tonight in the UK. Well, at least where I am. It's been quite cool for the most of the day, but like, around about 4 or 5 o'clock, it just got really, like, humid and just oppressive, you know, when the air feels thick, like. Bit horrible. Alright then, let's get straight into it. Oh, as well, new videos are up on the channel as well. If anybody wants to check them out, guys, go drop them a like. Let me know what you think, all that good stuff. Very much appreciated. Once again, I want to say thank you to everybody who's been watching the videos. Even if you're just supporting for the sake of supporting and dropping a like and all that jazz, I very much appreciate it. Video's been doing really well, and it's always, obviously, always nice to see. Alright then, let's get into it. We want to start pulling out waifus as well, don't we? So, you know, we might as well we might as well get right into it. Right, let me just quickly play this.
In a lot of drama.
Exactly do it to diesel level. It's not too loud, not too quiet. Check it out. Yeah, it's alright, yeah. Sweet, awesome. Lovely jabbly. What's going on? What's YouTube doing?
So Honko Star.
YouTube's like, nah, mate. Nah. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Like, dude, I'm like all like kerfuddled at the minute because I was running a YouTube test at the moment, like that. Got offered to join like some kind of beta or something. It was a UI beta, and everything. So basically, all the likes, all the description, the title was all at the side here. So it was all different. Like I'm trying to get used to it again now. Everything being down under the video rather than at the side of the video. It's kind of weird, man. Rosie, it is, isn't it? I was just saying that to Cheese, actually. It's like really humid. All right, then. 2 secs. All right, let's check this video out then from Kazahana. Honkai Star Rail players are uninstalling over this voice actor. I heard some rumors about this on Twitter. I don't know if it's true, but there were talks of like somebody being a predator or something. I don't know. Let's check it out. Let's see what Kazahana's got to say about it. Of course, these are always serious allegations. So let's see what's said first before we, this could all just be, you gotta be careful with this sort of stuff. Let's have a look at it.
So Honkai Star Rail hasn't been in a lot of drama recently. I mean, the last thing I can really remember was the whole thing with the Acheron voice actor, of them not being the right voice actor for some reason. But again, that was something to do with the community.
Dude, it's so weird that is in video games when people have got an issue with something in game and they attack the VAs. It's just like, don't do that. Like I've seen some VAs like absolutely get broken on the internet, and it's just like, just chill out a little bit. Just chill out a little bit.
And the game, whereas this is actually involved with the voice actors and the actual like makeup of the game. If you don't know, Honkai Star Rail released their drip marketing for some new characters, including Mose. They also teased Lingsha and Fei Xiao, which again look like very, very cool characters. All of them look really, really cool.
Hold up. I'm getting some noise on my line here. Let me just check something and we'll start this again. Do apologize. Quickly just start the video again. My bad, chat. I do apologize. I'll get the aircon on. Slap it on, babe, man. I've got it on down here. All right, cool. All right, we'll have to start again. My bad. I do apologize. Right. Let's check out this video. And what is YouTube doing, man? Stop trolling me, man.
Star Rail hasn't been in
what is going on, boys? Like, just stop. Okay, you're gonna be good. You're gonna relax. Settle down. Right. Okay, hopefully audio's all good, yeah? Yeah, what's going on, Jamie? Just let me know before we get into it. Is audio okay? Are we sounding all right? All right? Just let me know. I'd appreciate that. You can't hear the AC, can you? We've not got noise on the line. We've not got crackling. We've not got any weird ghostly sounds, There's not some person on the line talking in my ear, is there? Well, there's me, but that's annoying enough to deal with, but just checking there's no ghosts in here or something. Right then, okay, let's get into it. Right then, let's check out this video from Kazahana. Honkai Star Rail players are uninstalling over this voice actor. Let's see what this is all about then.
So Honkai Star Rail hasn't been in a lot of drama recently. I mean, the last thing I can really
There's always time.
Remember was the whole thing with the Acheron voice actor, of them not being the right voice actor.
Yeah, people attacking voice actors is just weird. Don't do it.
For some reason. But again, that was something to do with the community and the game. Whereas this is actually involved with the voice actors and the actual like makeup of the game. If you don't know, Honkai Star Rail released their drip marketing for some new characters, including Mose.
Do you know what? I haven't checked out any of the new drip marketing for Honkai. I didn't watch the stream. I've just like, I've kind of been like pulled away from Genshin and Star Rail. Well, I kind of got pulled away from Genshin a while ago, but I haven't touched Star Rail for a little bit, actually. I went back on and pulled Firefly, and then I haven't played since, because since Wuthering dropped and Zenless dropped, they've been my 2 games that I'm bouncing between now in the gacha space.
They also teased Lingsha and Fei Xiao, which again look like very, very cool characters. All of them look really.
It's just seeing them there scrolling up and down. They actually do look decent. I've not got a great look at them, but they look okay, actually.
Really cool. But what we're going to focus on is Mose. Mose is a new 4-star character coming to the game. He's a lightning character.
Kuro, can we have some 4 stars, please? Can we have more 4 stars? I suppose we're kind of getting one in the 3-5-star, but can we have some proper 4 stars? That'd be really nice. Thank you. And a nice support. New healer. Great support.
That follows the path of the hunt, I think that is. And they also announced the English voice actor for him, which is Chris Niosi. Now, you may have heard of his name before because he is actually...
I haven't, no.
A very popular voice actor. He voices characters like Julius from ReZero and also Reagan from Mob Psycho, which again...
Oh, okay. I know Mob Psycho.
Again, They're two massive characters and have like a lot of meaning. I mean, there's also some other big roles, but I haven't really seen
Does a great job in Mob Psycho, actually. So, okay.
any of them, but let me know if any of these other ones are big. But who would have thought that this would have caused a massive
That's one thing I've noticed, sorry to keep pausing. In gacha games, people seem to be really invested into the voice actor side of things, don't they? And I think some people are when it comes to anime as well. Me, not so much. It's always good to have a good, well voice acted character, but I never really like look into the actual voice actors. So many people come through my stream and mention the real names of people who are doing the voice acting. I'm like, man, it's not anything that I actually ever look into, but he did a really good job in Mob Psycho though.
controversy in the Honkai style community, and that's what we're going to get into today. I'm going to be explaining everything you need to know about it.
Hit me up with the
voice
knowledge.
actor is, what he's done, to what Hoyoverse could do in the future.
What he's done. That's not a great sounding start to this. What has he done?
And what other VAs and content creators have said about this. But before I get into this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy it, and also don't forget to go over to Gamersubs and use my code Kazo.
Yeah, definitely check out Kazahana. Makes great content. Definitely worth a sub, worth a watch. And I still haven't got a code either.
Get yourself 10% off a ton of cups, tubs, and even more. And there is just a ton of flavors over there that I think you guys would really like. But let's get back into the video. So as I said, Chris Nyosi is the new voice actor for Honkai Star Rail until one bit of information came out on Twitter. Now, I can't find the original tweet, but obviously this is all blown up.
Well, it's got to be true. If it was on Twitter, whatever it is, it's got to be true, right?
And there has been a ton of news articles on it. So we're going into Sports Kida, who do a lot of like internet kind of news and stuff, and they pretty much have it all here if you guys want to go look at it. But it says who.
What did he do? Allegations, controversy, explored as Honkai Star Rail, post sparks, backlash online. What did he do, man? Tell me.
Chris Nyosi, and what did he do? Allegations, controversy explored as Honkai Star Rail post sparks backlash online. Now, obviously, they go through a lot of what he's done, and then he says, however, following the announcement on July 18th, several netizens
my birthday
brought up past abuse allegations against the voice actor.
Okay, not great that that's actually on my birthday. Okay.
Which initially emerged in 2019. It says, in late July of that year, one of Nyosi's ex-girlfriends accused him of having manipulative and abusive behavior. After the girlfriend came forward with...
Never good to hear that, but... You know, when it comes to these sort of things, this is serious allegations, and, you know, just because somebody said something, we've got to be careful in what we say and what we accuse people of after the fact, because some people hear stuff like that and they just run with it. Not saying it's not true, not saying it's true. Have no knowledge on this at all. This is the first I'm hearing about it, if I'm honest.
With the claims in a blog post, several other former partners of the voice actor, as well as colleagues, accused him of similar mistreatment and abuse. So again, obviously this guy is not a good guy at all. It is quite...
Okay, there's potentially some form here. Multiple people coming out. You know, there is the saying, where there's no smoke without fire. But at the same time, just because of some people online have said some things, it doesn't necessarily mean it's true. But other than that, man, Hoyo are just catching flack at the moment, aren't they? They seem to be in like quite a few controversies, like in the West, in China, all over the shop. It's like there's a little bit of a, you know, drama cycle going on at the moment for them.
Quite terrible the things that he's done. Now also is a big...
Then again though, is that really a thing that's, you know, not happening for me? From what I see, there always seems to be some drama going on, at least with Genshin anyway, or the community in some degree.
Issue as well, as they said that he also mistreated a lot of his colleagues, and obviously he's going to be working on Honkai Star with a lot of people, not only other voice actors, but also people in production and stuff like that. What's to say that he wouldn't do anything to them either? Now, there was a full post on Tumblr of...
Okay, we don't know that. That's, you know, that's definitely... taking some things that have been said and then making an assumption that he's going to do something based on some allegations that we don't even know are true. So we can't say, you know, I feel like we've got, like I say, we have to be careful with these sort of things. It's one thing to totally ignore it. I think when allegations are made, it should be taken seriously, but we should never just go into the fact that, right, that's it, bang to rights, dude's done it. Let's now say that he's going to potentially treat other people badly. We don't know that. Of course, we might get some information here that changes my mind totally, but let's see.
Of all places, which is a little bit weird. But he actually made a massive apology post like this. Now, obviously, you know, nothing's going to change what he did if he apologizes for it. But there is this whole post here if you guys want to go read it. I want some more context behind what he said, but he pretty much owned up to it. And obviously, a lot of the time in this community...
Okay, all right. I guess I take back some of the stuff I just said then. Okay, so if he's owned up to it, then the guy, I don't know what he's exactly owned up to, but then I guess he's a bit of a bellend then, I guess. Okay.
There's people, you know, alleging stuff that happened and saying that this happened, and sometimes it's just not true at all. But in this case, it's actually true, and the person who did it...
Well, I'm glad he clarified that. It's always nice, because some people will just hear allegations and then just go on a witch hunt on people. And I'm like, again, if people do make allegations, I think people should take them seriously. It depends on the severity of the allegations. I think, you know, if we're talking high level stuff here, then the police should definitely be involved in a lot of this stuff. Depends on if the person who's making the allegation wants to report it. But I always think if you're going to make reports of something serious like that, it should be taken to the police rather than to the internet. Not that saying that this is what's been alleged here, but it's good to see that, you know, he understands that, which I'm sure he does. He seems like a sensible person, Kazahana does. But the fact that the dude's actually admitted to it, that's not a great look, is it? It's not a great look for Huyo either, really. I know that Huyo don't necessarily care about social issues regarding race in the West, but I'm pretty sure they probably don't want to be attached to something like that, depending on what he's done. Now, I don't know if it goes beyond manipulation and verbal abuse. Are we talking physical abuse here? Are we talking, like, you know, serious shit?
It has actually confirmed that it's true, and that what he did was, you know, real, and that the, you know, and that all of the allegations that have been brought out were also real. And obviously this caused a bit of backlash online and stuff like that, especially whenever it happened in 2019. Nintendo actually removed him from the Fire Emblem game series, where he voiced the protagonist.
Holy shit, dude was working in a lot of things then, wasn't he? Way to burn your career if that, well, obviously it's not burned his career because Huyo have been like, yo, we'll take you, dude.
Byleth. Now, obviously, it's super weird to see him being announced as a Honkai-style voice actor because, you know, he's been banned from a lot of different places. I mean, he's been taken off of games, he's not been worked with, but for some reason, Honkai-style felt it was a good idea to actually hire this guy, which, again, is a totally bad move for them.
Huyo were thinking, it's been a few days since we've been catching some slack in the West specifically. What can we do to royal things up, right? Let's spice it up, baby. Let's do something. Let's get that drama farm going, baby.
Obviously, it wasn't Honkai Star themselves who found this voice actor and hired him. It was some voice acting talent company. But again, Honkai Star is the ones who employs the voice acting talent company, so they have a say in what.
They have the overall say, really, don't they? Of course, the agency is going to be the one that goes out and scouts the VAs to put forth for them, I'm guessing, to do auditions and such, or, well, I would imagine they would do. I've never worked in VA, but I would imagine there'd be auditions, so it's entirely up to Huyoverse whether they employ somebody, and I would imagine they would hopefully do the due diligence on the history of the people they're going to employ, especially when they are managing massive IPs that are global and the ramifications that can come with that for their IP, I guess. But then again, if it doesn't matter in China, it really doesn't matter to Huyo, does it?
Goes on and who they hire. And obviously people immediately caught on to who this voice actor was. There's a lot of content creators and also just other people around on Twitter, you know, exposing a lot of the stuff that he's done and making people aware of, you know, how much of a horrible guy this guy is. And obviously this post has got 8.6 million views, so people were quite annoyed with this. And it's kind of a shame as well, because the character does look really cool, and that's what a lot of the comments are in reply to this post. I mean, people...
That's what Huyo were like, we're going to bring this guy in. He's got a bit of a rap sheet, so we're going to make him a 4-star. That's your punishment, bro. We're going to employ you, but you ain't getting no 5-star, mate.
We're saying this character looks really good, especially for a 4-star, he looks really, really good. But the only downside is the voice actor. Now, how did the community actually respond to this, and how did the voice actors of the game respond to this? Well, there's actually this video from Sayu. If you don't know who Sayu is, I've talked about him quite a bit in my last videos about some other voice actor drama and stuff like that, especially to do with the whole Natlan situation. But he pretty much went on stream, and this was a clip that was actually played on stream. I won't play it, I will just literally tell you what he said.
Okay, as well, it seems like a lot of the VAs in the Huyo games as well actually stream also. A few people come through my stream and let me know that. You know, makes sense because they're going to be able to do VTuber stuff, and they're probably saying really good doing it as well, but yeah, quite a surprise to me.
And what he said was that he actually
not
spoke
sure
to
why,
Chris,
but he just
and
was.
He said he talked to all of the victims and people, and he said to him that, you know, they all forgave him and that they all supported him trying to be better, and that...
Okay then, so what are we talking about here then? What are we talking about in the regards to the allegations of abuse? Are we talking toxic relationships? Are we talking, you know, emotionally manipulative, which of course are not good traits to have? But there are levels to this, you know. People can be pretty shitty boyfriends or girlfriends, and they're not necessarily people who don't deserve to have careers and, you know, to get forward in life. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not trashy people. Of course, if you're manipulating your partner, being especially verbally abusive, I'm guessing if they're saying they're forgiving him and they want him to get on with his stuff, I'm assuming, obviously, I don't know. I'm going to assume it's not physical. So the dude's obviously just been a bit of an arsehole to whoever he's been with, which, you know, I think if you've been around the block, there's plenty of people like that. It doesn't mean that they don't deserve to maybe redeem themselves, you know? I think we all have negative traits. It's just how bad those negative traits are, aren't they? And I think if his ex-partners have all said they forgive him and want to see him thrive, I guess, then who are we to question that then, I guess, really? Obviously, totally saying this without knowing what he's actually been alleged that he's done. So, you know, might take that back in a moment.
You know, trying to paint this picture of like he's improving and the people that he hurt kind of like supported that, when in actual fact he was lying and that he hadn't actually spoken to all of them.
Okay, all right, I said it and I take it back. If that's the truth, then all right then. So these people, I'm guessing, haven't said this then. Right, okay, all right, I'm making myself look stupid. Well, I'm not, but you know, if they did say that, you know, it makes sense, but I guess that they didn't, so all right, I'll retract that then.
He's only maybe talking about a select few of them, and obviously Sayu didn't know this, so whenever Sayu first talked to him, he was like, oh, okay, you know, that's fair enough, he's improving, so I'll support him in, you know, being in Hong Kong.
Which is fair. If you know, if you've heard that, you're going to be like, okay, all right, you know, it's not a great look, but if that's the case, like, as I said, just, you're going to be like, okay, if they've forgiven you, I'm not a fan, but who am I to judge kind of thing. But if that's not true, then that kind of makes it even worse in a way.
Costaro. But then after he found out that he was lying, obviously he deleted all of the posts and stuff, which he did get a little bit of backlash because people saw him supporting him, which obviously, you know, isn't a very good look. But obviously he didn't know, so, you know, it's not his fault at all. And
yeah, I kind of feel bad for him. But at the same time, now, you got to be careful. Like, you especially can't stake your reputation on things that you've heard through the grapevine or other people's word at the end of the day. So I said you can't take people's word for allegations for 100, and at the same time, if there is something going on like that, you can't take somebody who's involved in it or is the person who's being accused. You can't just take their word for it as well. You know, you especially don't stake your reputation on it and put yourself out there and not so much defend them, but, you know, kind of align yourself with them, because it's only going to drag you into the dirt, and this is the sort of dirt that sticks as well.
It's definitely good to see that he clarified this on stream later on, but there has been so many more voice actors who have actually gotten involved and, you know, said their piece about it. With Alejandro Sab, who is Sayu, as I said, and it says here that he apologized on stream for not looking into the accusations and blindly supporting him. With Damon Mills, the voice actor for Blade and Lenny, he wrote a post in support but then deleted it, and he also unfollowed him. Obviously he learned about what happened and then, you know, corrected his mistake. Karma Kali recently defended him by downplaying the accusations as being a bad boyfriend.
Which makes me feel that's kind of what I was saying there. This is what I'm saying. What are the allegations? Are we going to get some information on what the allegations actually were here? Are we actually going to go and have to find the post regarding the allegations? Because obviously that's where I was thinking. If it is just a toxic situation, he's just a dickhead. And being a dickhead doesn't necessarily mean you don't deserve to put food on the table. But, you know, if it's something more serious, then you definitely probably don't deserve to be doing this for a living anyway.
Previously defended him in 2020. So again, that isn't good at all. Although I'm pretty sure he is literally just a anime voice actor. He doesn't voice in Honkai Star or anything, which is good. Then we've got Katie Johnson, who wrote a statement in 2020 and did the heart eyes emoji on his Mose announcement, which again obviously proves that she has some kind of support for him or doesn't care about what he's done. But again, after looking it up, she doesn't really seem to be a very big voice actor, so again, it's not that much of an issue. Then they've also left some...
Well, I don't think you really should just, you know, of course, what other people are saying on the matter necessarily doesn't really matter, does it? But I don't think you can say, well, if somebody's small, so it doesn't really matter if I'm supporting somebody who might be a bit of a terrible person. Well, this person's got a bit of a, you know, he's got more work on, so it definitely matters what he's thinking. I think it matters what everybody's thinking, but I understand what he's saying. That person might have more reach, so it might affect more people. And yeah, okay.
other names down here. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go through all of these because they've literally added no like summary or anything of what they've said. So I don't want to like throw people under the bus if they actually haven't done anything. Obviously, the person who's posted this could be a little bit, you know, unhinged. And they've actually left out the part about Sunday's voice actor talking about this too. Because as I was saying, people have also been going after Sunday's voice actor too because he actually came forward in support of Chris Neosy, which
so far, though, this all just seems like a lot of he said, she said kind of thing. It seems like some allegations have been made. I'm just going off this video, but Kazahana's not really alluding to any like specific things that are giving proof apart from that he admitted it. I don't know exactly what he supposedly has done, or obviously has done because he's admitted it. I think we've got to be careful in like going after all these different people, accusing them of supporting him or whatever, because they themselves might not exactly know what the deal is. And I don't think it's always on people who might know somebody to know exactly what they're always up to in their private or personal life. Even if it's kind of become semi-public, it doesn't mean, you know, people go to work and they come home and they do their own thing. That not everybody's always online like a lot of us are, especially people on Twitter who spend their entire life digging into stuff like this, so they think everybody should know all of the information that they know as well.
Again, is extremely weird, and this was all on the Honkai Star Rail subreddit. Now, this is a post from Sip Stefan, who obviously posts a lot of stuff to do with Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact news, any pretty much Hoyoverse game news. And pretty much there was this long post of him trying to downplay everything that Chris had done and all the other stuff that had happened. And maybe he's just in a similar boat.
Hold up, we've got to pause this a second. What's the guy's name? Chris Neosy. I need to know exactly what he's been accused of. So I think it's incredibly important. What he's allegedly or has admitted to doing, rather than just you know, kind of trying to guess what Kazahana's alluding to here. Okay, right. So he had apparently, according to Google, because you know Google, in response to Tumblr and Twitter call-out posts on July 18th, 2019, Neosy made a post on his Tumblr account confessing that he had been emotionally and sexually abusing colleagues, family, and partners for over a decade. Neosy's post highlighted specific instances of abuse for which he issued public apologies. Right, okay. So if that's the case then right, okay, yeah. That's pretty serious. So I think trying to defend this sort of stuff, of course, people can be, like I said, dickheads in relationships, and I'm not defending emotional abuse. Of course I'm not. But I'm just saying, you know, a toxic person in a toxic relationship can be a bad partner. Of course they can. But emotionally abusing and sexually abusing colleagues, family, and partners. Obviously, I'm just going off this here, but we've got the fact that he's admitted to this, but I just kind of wanted to know the specifics. Was it just, you know, him being a bit of a prick, or was it more serious? Evidently, it's more serious. So, okay. So, definitely not a good look if you're working in the space, or even if you're not, if you're just a normal person, to defend that. Not a good look at all. And it is kind of wild then, if that's the case, and he has admitted this for doing it over a decade as well, that he would be employed by Hoyo. That's kind of crazy, actually.
To Sayu, who he just doesn't really know the full story, but it definitely seems like he does know quite a bit about what happened and just is, you know, publicly defending him. But on this post here, you can see that it says, it seems that the comment section is very split, with many expressing disappointment in this response. So some people are angry at Sunday's voice actors, some aren't, because people can have their own opinions, but obviously everyone is very angry towards Chris Neosy. Obviously this whole situation is kind of crazy, and I think that Honkai Star really needs to find a new voice actor for Mose.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, there's no defending that. He's admitted it, so it's obviously that it happened. He's not trying to defend it or argue that it didn't. I haven't read into the post in its entirety, but from all the posts I'm seeing, it looks like he has admitted it. So if he's admitted to that, yeah, it's definitely something he shouldn't be working on. You know, a game that a lot of young girls are into as well. Of course, the character doesn't represent the person, but the person behind the character represents the fucking person, and he's representing Hoyoverse, which doesn't look great. And as I said, it's one thing them, you know, not giving a damn about Western sensibilities regarding race and representation and all that sort of stuff, whether you think it's bad or whatever, you know, that's something that's not this bad, you know what I mean? That's just personal opinions on whether you think something should be in the game or your preferences and such, and China just not giving a damn about all that. But, you know, come on, man. I know they only listen when China's mad, but that's freaking wild, that is, if they just ignore that. Like, I'm curious, have they actually responded to this?
Obviously, you know, this is drip marketing, so we've still got ages until the actual character comes out. And I doubt they've even actually recorded the voice lines for him yet. Maybe they've recorded a couple of them. But it's not too late to change the voice actor, and I don't think it's too late in any situation, as we saw in the Tainari situation. Whenever they changed the voice actor literally, you know, halfway through the game, and Tainari...
I think that they're giving some few credits at the minute as well in the West, because obviously with everything that's been going on, like I said, about the previous stuff we've just talked about, they need some brownie points, and this would probably give them quite a lot and maybe cool down. I know they don't care, but, you know, hey, why not gather some brownie points while you can and get rid of an asshole as well?
Had been out for a while. They changed him and actually found a voice actor who could do a very similar voice to him, just without it being that person. Which, again, I think is what they should do with Mose. They should just find someone else to do it. Yeah, that's pretty much everything you need to know about this voice actor drama thing. I just wanted to make a quick video, you know, summarizing pretty much everything going on, especially with a lot of the responses coming out. There was also recently a response from Robin's voice actor as well, who pretty much just said, you know, they were unhappy with what was going on. And I think that's the case with a lot of the other Honkai Star voice actors. Maybe we will see a change very, very soon, especially with a lot of these voice actors, you know, saying that they don't like this guy being a part of their cast. Because it's not just a problem with the players.
Which is unsurprising, come on.
It's a problem with the actual voice actors. Maybe Hoyoverse will make a change. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what
they definitely should do.
Happens. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. Do you think Chris Neosy should be allowed to voice act Mose, or do you think they should go find a different voice actor that actually hasn't done any of this terrible stuff? But for some reason, it seems pretty impossible for Hoyoverse not to do this. They just somehow hire every single scummy person on the planet. Yeah, that's about all I got for this video. If you did enjoy it, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And as I said, go over to GamerSubs and use my code Kaza, where you can get yourself 10% off.
They're obviously just getting attracted by the CVs of some of these VAs, aren't they? Really, you know, looking at, because dude looks like he's got a good CV again. He did a great job in Mob Psycho. But yeah, that's wild.
And cups, tubs, and even more. And I will see you guys in the next video. That's all. See ya.
Yeah, good video from Kazahana again. That's pretty wild actually. Like, Jesus, man, what a Hoyo doing. So yeah, I just want to have this as a little addendum to preface the video that I actually looked at the allegations that he'd admitted to, and they are pretty freaking wild. And some of the stuff that I'm saying at the start of the video, obviously, didn't know what the allegations were. So, of course, I find that out later in the video. And they're pretty freaking bad. That's not a great look at all. Not a great look at all. And that's not great for Hoyo to be dabbling with that. That's wild that they would do that, really. You would think they would do the due diligence in their employees with something as big as Star Rail as well. Again, I know Hoyo really don't care what the community think. But this is bigger than just the community being mad about particular things, that sensibilities that they don't care about. I would imagine they care about stuff like this, surely, you know? I know there's differences in our cultures and what we view as morally correct in regards to sensibilities and representation, but this is a different kettle of fish altogether, and I would imagine the Hoyo would think the same. So I think we probably will see a change. I would imagine we would. That's kind of crazy, though. Kind of crazy. Great video, though. Nice one, Jamie. Yeah, good video. Good video. What's going on? Eat me mustard. Eat me mustard. Again, we just spoke about Hoyo in quite a negative light there in the last video. And lo and behold, Hoyoverse is at it again by the looks of things. Let's check this video out from Tectone. Hoyoverse is cloning the entire gaming industry. I don't know what this is actually specifically talking about. Doesn't surprise me at all. I think Hoyo are going to try and be in everything. Jesus Christ, they're investing in nuclear power. You know, what do we expect? Let's check this video out, though.
Would put big titty women in it and people will still buy that shit.
From indie to
Plan to clone the entire gaming industry. Boys, we have entered the Hoyoverse. We have entered the Hoyoverse. Why make a good game when we can just clone it, make it worse, but put big titty women in it and people
Facts.
will still buy that shit.
From
Facts.
indie to AAA, China is set to clone the entire gaming industry.
But to be fair though, isn't this just what China do in general? You know, this is not just a gaming thing specific for China, isn't it? It's like tech. It's, you know, look at all the copycat tech that comes out of China. This is kind of just what China do. They look at some of this work and go, that looks nice. That kind of works well. Think I'll take that.
What the was that? What was that Hearthstone clone? Clone Sleeping Dragon.
Holy shit, I didn't even notice that. What's this here as well? What, Saints Row's a Chinese game? I wouldn't really class Saints Row as a GTA clone, personally. I don't think that one's a fair one to say dead. It's just another game within the genre. That, you know, that's like, well, I guess Wuthering Waves kind of is a Genshin clone. Let's carry on.
Bro, that is the same game. Also, GTA Saints Row. What the fuck? Isn't that... Is Saints Row Chinese?
Gaming industry.
that's why I didn't know that Saints Row was Chinese, but I definitely wouldn't consider Saints Row a clone of GTA at all. No game has even, there's lots of games that have tried to be like GTA, but no one has even come close. And I guess that's probably what a lot of stuff China do anyway. But yeah, I don't think Saints Row is a clone of GTA.
Everyone clones and copies a bit, but while the West does it quietly, China does it strategically.
Blatantly, them like, we don't care. We're doing it, all right? And you're going to get to like it. And do you know what? We've started to, actually.
Oh, absolutely, bro. You know what's crazy? There's more American flags made in China than there is in the USA. That's fucking wild, isn't it?
Dude, everything's made in China.
To dominate the global gaming world, but cloning your way to power comes at a cost. I'll uncover their three-part cloning
And believe me, they're willing to pay it. They are willing to pay it.
strategy,
Hey, you want to know why? It's because China's #1.
why they clone instead of create, and their unspoken
One, it's easier. It takes less creativity. Let somebody do all the R&D for you. You can test bed whether people like it. Oh, this works. They've designed it for us. All we've got to do is reverse engineer it. And guess what? People seem to like it. Let's do it ourselves.
tactic that might be their real key to global dominance.
What the...
Remember the buzz around Powerwall for ripping off Pokemon?
Yeah?
Well, now
That shit was
Tencent,
gas.
China's gaming giant, is openly cloning it to incubate their next big hit. And Powerwall's maker calls this amazing times. So while the West cries rip-off, in China, it's just another day at the office. And I'll show you how they...
Good. Fuck it. Hey, I'll be real. I got no issues. This is...
Before he gets into that, I must admit, I'm kind of the same. When it comes to video games, a lot of people get mad at plagiarism. Like, we spoke about this before with the whole Arena Breakout situation and Tarkov and the asset copying and, well, straight asset ripping, apparently, and the game really just basically being a clone of Tarkov. I really don't care. Obviously, I understand it where people are like, well, it means we'll lose companies and people might lose jobs and this thing you might love might go away. At the end of the day, as a consumer, as long as I get good games, and this is an incredibly selfish viewpoint, but I'm going to say it's hot take, I don't mind if a company takes ideas from another company if I get a good product at the end of it. And if it's cheaper and if it's better, then I'm happy and I get to enjoy the thing that I enjoy. I don't really care who's making the money at the end of it, if I'm honest. I don't care if it's an American corporation, a European corporation, a Chinese corporation. I understand the moral argument. I get it. But from a selfish consumer standpoint, as long as I'm getting some fun out of it at the end, I guess I don't really care.
The Ludwig method. The yoink and twist. Take what somebody else does, do it easier, and improve upon it. Who cares?
do it.
Yep.
But first,
By giving every game big old titties.
when I think of China, I think of...
The best country in the world.
My childhood, man.
Sorry, I just couldn't do a video about China and not mention my boy Jackie Chan, who, by the way, was the face of the Learning Machine, the
Yeah.
top Nintendo clone back when importing consoles was way too expensive. And Jackie came with a keyboard to not only play, but learn through games like Letters Invaders. Now, I'm bringing this up because the company behind the Learning Machine recently went bankrupt, thanks
Oh,
to China's
I guess they didn't really learn from their own machine then. Yeah, it's a terrible job. Let's carry on.
chaotic laws. And to understand their game making, let's first understand their lawmaking,
Even Jackie couldn't save them.
which in China can change overnight. You see, games must be government approved to make sure
I think the best law that China ever came up with was in gacha games, you cannot nerf a character post-release. That is my favorite thing ever. Because the fact that these fucking dumbass devs try to do that shit is ridiculous. Like that is legit like selling someone a burger and then
It's a rug pull. It's a massive rug pull. We spoke about this yesterday. Like, you know, when the banner comes out, the character might have something broken. They're like, well, let's wait till after the banner and then we'll nerf the shit out of it.
missing the patty and say, oh yeah, well,
Straight
we
up rug
swapped.
pulled.
We don't sell meat anymore. It's like, okay, it's a great law.
As well, I think to get you have to get approved, and I think because we were watching this in the video talking about Azure Premilia, I think you've got 12 months from approval to domestically launch it within China. It doesn't matter about launching it in the rest of the world. You can launch it 3 years later, but you get 12 months to then launch it domestically. Otherwise, you have to go back to the Chinese government and get approval for an extension, I think.
Cultural fit. From detailed game descriptions
Blizzard,
to source
exactly.
codes, the government checked everything. Since
I remember that Blizzard would play Hearthstone and they would release cards like Dr. Boom, and then they would nerf Dr. Boom and then refund you for Dr. Boom. And they say, oh yeah, it's fine. But what they're not doing is refunding all of the cards that you pulled and built in order to make your Dr. Boom deck. So it's like, do you not understand how that is so fraudulent? It is so bad. It is so fucking bad.
games are dubbed opium of the mind. But
That's
when a
why I fucking hate
regulatory
Blizzard.
shift kicked in, the government froze all game approvals for an entire year. Big games were blocked from making sales, causing huge financial losses and many, many new
Shit.
rules. Real ID
I'll
registration.
say this is one of the big dangers of trying to build a business in China. Well, if you're Chinese, or even if you're a foreign business. Well, if you're a foreign business, even more dangerous. But if you're Chinese, you're starting a Chinese company, you've got the potential to have massive investment and support from the government, but they can just change things on the drop. And I know that can happen in the West, but it tends to be the government churns a little bit slower, doesn't it? And typically corporations can usually fight back with lobbying or using the law to stop it happening. But in China, they can just change things at the drop of a hat and it can wipe a company out overnight.
Registration, facial scans, and limited gaming hours for kids.
Which, when you think about it, obviously I'm all for the freedom aspect and I don't want the government to be doing that. But I can understand the attempt at the government to try and limit kids' exposure to video games and to all of the other stuff as well, you know. Because I think there's one thing we could do within the West is kids getting exposed less to fucking social media. That's for sure. I don't want to see the government, like, really moving in on people's lives in that sense. Because at the end of the day, I am like a small government person. I don't really want the government to be involved in that. But, you know, it seems like at least in that way, they are trying to do it, I guess, for the greater good of society in a sense.
我9点就睡了呀，我还能玩到半夜。你说我玩不？
See, it's like, I guess, for in China now, like, you have, like, if kids are being naughty and, like, you don't go to bed, that, you know, I don't know, whatever adults will use, like, the boogeyman will come and get you. They'll be like, you know, the CCP will come and get you if you don't get to bed.
半夜吗？
The first freeze ended, but the
Dumbass.
second freeze dropped the number of approvals even more. Today, game approvals continue, albeit very slowly. And to top it off, China had a 15-year-long ban on gaming consoles to
I was going to say, I remember that. That didn't end. That was, like, not too long ago that ended, yeah. Like, recent times. I'm not too sure, but it's like, I think within, like, maybe the last 10 to 15 years, I think that was the thing, yeah. That's crazy, that is.
crack down on gaming. But when the economy struggled, they lifted the ban to cash in on the gaming industry. Suddenly,
Yeah, was
China
that, like,
was
9
ready
years
for the
ago?
Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox, which meant the end for many local clone makers. And so, keyboard Jackie disappeared, and with it, the childhood memories
No,
of many
not Jackie.
Chinese. This nutshell version shows China's unpredictable lawmaking. But there's way more than just red tape.
Does anybody still play Xbox in 2024? I mean, I don't know, man. The idea that people actually play on
Dude, Xbox is better on PC nowadays. Like, why do you need an Xbox? All you need is a PC and a PS5. I don't own a PS5, but if you need it, that's all you need, really. Get yourself a PC, get yourself a PlayStation, and you've got access to everything. You just really don't need an Xbox nowadays. I understand that, you know, the cost and all. I get that. But, like, at that point, might as well just get yourself a PlayStation.
consoles blows my fucking mind. I've had this PC for like 12 years, and bro, I'm just like, hey, if it's a console exclusive, yeah, I'm just not gonna play it.
Yeah, I'm at that point myself now. It's only something that I've done since the PS5 launch, really. Yeah, I just, if a game's just exclusively on PlayStation now, I'm just like, I guess I won't play. That's why I haven't played The Last of Us 2. If it's not coming to PC, if it's not coming to Game Pass, not interested.
You know, like, I'm good. I'm gonna just play on my PC because it's the greatest thing to ever happen to humanity. Yeah, I'm
Agree. PC Master Race, baby.
good, man. Pass.
So to grasp their cloning strategy, we need to rewind a bit further, and I'll make it quick. So let's start here, with Mao's death.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
when China flipped from ideology to economy, sparking the chaotic period of gaming, unregulated free-for-all, and flooded with unlicensed copies. The first Chinese PC game was pretty much a monopoly.
Although I will admit, people who haven't played Bloodborne, I feel very, very, very bad for them. That's pretty much the only console exclusive that I feel like everybody should play.
Knockoff.
But it'll be imported to PC soon, guys. Trust me.
A year later,
Yeah, right.
China's first RPG entered the scene.
What is the fucking deal with that as well? Like, why is that? Why? I just don't get it. Just a massive prick tease that whole situation is with Bloodborne and PC.
In the formation period, regulations popped up but didn't keep players from cloning. Shanda's The World of Legend cloned a Korean game, and Tencent's first game portal looked strikingly similar to another. But why did China, once famous for its world-changing innovations, become infamous for its imitation?
What?
OFC. Dude.
Portal looked strikingly another. But why did China, once famous for its world-changing innovations, become infamous?
Is that supposed to be an Asian Obama? Am I tripping? Oh, you guys can't see that? Let me move the camera a second. Like, am I tripping there? Like, am I just imagining that? Is that supposed to be like Obama fried chicken? Dude, what did I say about China and that shit, bro? They don't care about that sort of race sensibility. I'm not tripping there, am I? Like, I am not tripping. That's wild.
Infamous for its imitation.
What?
Sunbooks. What the hell?
What the
Well,
fuck was
it
that
boils down
Obama
to their view of
KFC?
knowledge.
Okay, yeah, I'm
You
not
see, knowledge
tripping.
is seen as public good and Trump's personal ideas. As a Chinese official
That is straight up wild. Obama fried chicken. That's got to be what that stands for, right? Yo, China is wilding.
once wrote,
Obama
"Chinese
fried
learn
chicken?
for substance, Westerners for application." In other words, use foreign knowledge to boost national power, whether it's military equipment or...
I'll say I know a lot of the fighter jets. I know they're designing their own like 6th generation fighter jets now, but I think up until now, pretty much all of the fighter jets have just been rip-offs of Russian jets, apparently. And yeah, there's these like towns and cities within China that are basically just like miniature versions of European cities and African cities. What's it's like something they're supposed to be like London Bridge, Tower Bridge, kind of like weird double Tower Bridge or something. We've got a Sphinx. What's it supposed to be? Venice. The freaking Eiffel Tower.
architecture. That's why a Chinese developer replicated Zaha Hadid's design before her project was even complete. When called out,
Holy cow, dude, that reminds me of the Nokia factory. I remember watching a documentary before, or a video, or whatever it was. It's going back a few years now. Obviously, Nokia, like, you know, nobody really uses Nokias anymore. But there was, in India, like, I think it was when Nokia had the largest mobile phone factory in the world, and I think it was based in India. And then down the road, there was a knockoff copy factory, basically. And it got to the point where the knockoffs were getting that good. There was obviously leaks getting out of upcoming designs and stuff. And before that Nokia were even getting out phones, they were out on the street. The knockoff versions were out first. It's fucking wild.
That's insane.
That's like professional level copycat. You know what I mean? That's unbelievable. Like efficient as hell. It's like, dude, you need to employ those people.
copy just to surpass. And here, dear viewers, lies the stark contrast. As a Chinese journalist notes, Americans have hope while we have targets. But it's not just about
That's one thing. I was speaking about this the other day, actually, with one thing in the West now. We have become very much emotional dreamer type people, where places like China are doers. You know, we have like ceased to become serious adult humans, haven't we, nowadays? And you know, places like China are just like probably looking at us going, what the fuck are these people doing?
targets. In China, it's
about
about
Walmart.
reaching them fast. Many of you nailed it in my community post. China clones for fast market capture. It's more complex than this, but whether it's quickly capturing a market, cultural influence, or lax legalities, speed is key. And that's why during the development period, China's gaming
They also want to corner those markets within the domestic market, don't they? They want to see what's happening elsewhere. Something's going to be popular, steal it, cater to their own market, have such a, like, they've got such a massive population that they can have that thing blow up bigger than the initial idea and then export that to the world and totally usurp that that IP, that thing, whatever it may be.
Industry exploded. Online gaming, loot boxes, and microtransactions became the new gold rush, with giants launching games even on entirely homegrown 3D engines. In the expansion period, China became the largest gaming population in the world, and today, in the maturing period,
No
the largest
VTubers.
gaming market in the world. With Chinese gaming giants topping the revenue charts, it rightfully earned the title Games Industry Capital of the World. Now, before I show their cloning strategy, I want to get things straight. Who does not clone? East or West, we all do it.
Everybody takes a little from somebody else, don't they? It's just usually, typically, people like to be a little bit more subversive about it, you know? Which I guess is that worse? You know, it's one thing knowing there's a snake there, another thing not knowing there's a snake there and it's in the grass and you're more likely to step on it. But yeah, I guess you can kind of respect the honesty in the dishonesty almost.
Games have always been copied. When Doom set the template for FPS, most FPS games were dubbed Doom clones. Same with Diablo clones.
That's everything.
Candy
That's
Crush
every game
ripped
ever.
off Bejeweled, which ripped
Everything is derivative, really, at the end of the day, isn't it? It's just how much you derive from something prior, really.
off Diamond Mine,
Yep.
Paladin mirrored Overwatch,
Yep.
Saints Row GTA, and PUBG
Yeah, but, you know, like, I don't see Saints Row as a clone of GTA. I just think it's in that genre. There's plenty of other games that could be considered that as well. Like, but, you know, it goes with the theme of what's going on, I guess.
walked so Fortnite could run.
True.
Well, actually, the Armour Battle Royale walked so PUBG could run, and then Fortnite could fucking sprint through the wall.
I mean, that's how genres are born.
And you know what's crazy? Hot take. I still think PUBG is the best battle royale ever, man. There's no battleground that has better gunplay than PUBG, bro. When you can snipe someone 900 yards away with a
Yeah, it's long distance sniping in PUBG is super satisfying.
car 98K, oh my god, it's so good. Now Fortnite.
Dude, do you know what though? I remember the old H1Z1 days. They, in my opinion, although PUBG I think was subjectively a better game, H1Z1 days, man, that was such a fire time on Twitch as well. Like there was so many good streams going on then, and H1Z1, it was just so much fun, man.
Is more fun for more people. But dude, if you're part of PUBG's niche fan base, oh my god, it's so fucking fun. I love it.
However, there's a thin line between enhancing a concept and outright theft. America's most notorious clone company is probably Zynga. A while back, EA sued
And they stole that from Sheldon, Bazinga. It's just blatant at this point.
them over the bill for ripping off The Sims Social.
Oh.
As soon as EA released Restaurant City, Zynga released Cafe World with striking
Not gonna lie, didn't know about either of those two games, never heard of them.
resemblance. The fun part, Farmville, the game that put Zynga on the map, that too is just a rehash of Chinese game Happy Farm.
Okay, I know about Farmville, and I didn't know that. You know, like, it is just a battle of either side of who can steal whose idea faster, make it out there quicker, and just basically look like you were the first to do it.
What?
Did not know that.
Farmville was so good, bro. They stole from China. Oh, that's why I hate Americans.
Dude, never played Farmville in my life. Never played Farmville, ever. Not once.
China #1.
I remember a time everybody was on Farmville on Facebook. It was just like everybody was playing it. Never played it once.
Which itself is a rehash of Japan's Harvest Moon. Or check out
How the fuck is Happy Farm like Harvest Moon?
I was gonna say, I don't get that.
No, it ain't. What the fuck?
Deviator from a
It's like when people say Viva Pinata is like Animal Crossing. No, it fucking isn't. They're so different.
Chinese studio. From UI to mechanics, Deviator doesn't seem to deviate too far from its inspiration.
Fair.
And then there's Piano Time.
To be fair though, I think with a lot of those sort of, especially the new wave of indie platformers, I think a lot of them don't necessarily deviate too far from each other. They are very similar, really, especially the new wave of like hardcore platformers. They all kind of it's the same game in a way, in my opinion.
Tiles.
What the fuck? What? Bro, is that a fucking crab demon playing that shit? What is wrong with their hand?
No, I have not sped up the video, but this Chinese hit game spawned so many knockoffs, this lady didn't need long to prove her point.
Hello everybody, in today's video we're going to be tier listing a bunch of piano tiles ripoffs.
Dude, why the fuck would you be that into piano tile game? That looked like trash to me. Why the fuck would you even care about this?
Alright, so I went to the App Store and searched up piano tiles and downloaded as many as I could find. And then I realized that the list would pretty much never end. There's way too many, and I think this
Dude, all the night, black tiles, piano tile, piano tap, magic piano, pink piano tiles, white tiles too, piano tiles, K-pop tiles, magic piano tiles, magic piano.
one page, 30 of them is enough.
You see, we all
What
do it to some
the
extent.
fuck?
But while the West does it subtly, China does it aggressively for 3 reasons. Number 1, pressure. In a
Yep.
blog titled, How I Put Together a Game Map That You'll Despise, a Chinese designer shows how to clone a game map quickly, saying, plagiarizing is an art in itself. If you think I shouldn't be a designer, then sorry, but I'll
True. I agree with that. No cap. Not even saying that as a hot take. That is true. You know, anybody who's ever tried to plagiarize work at school, you know, so the teacher doesn't notice, it's a fucking art in itself.
continue to be one to make a living.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, once China starts utilizing more AI, we're going to be getting infinite games. We're going to have a new battle royale every week. Infinite games, boys. They're coming.
Yes, in China, studios push for super fast turnarounds, no time for innovating. And meanwhile, Western studios, they take their sweet, sweet time.
Hey, hold up a second though. I'm going to call out some cap on that there. They take the sweet, sweet time. But fuck if they innovate. Let's not pretend that we haven't had an absolute quagmire of games that have made no innovation for quite some time now. And I'm not saying there isn't innovation with some games, and maybe potentially if you compared all the different games, there's probably more innovation in the West. But holy shit, have we had so many games that show zero innovation for quite a while. That's some of the biggest problems in gaming at the moment. That's why the indie scene has exploded in video games, because there has been pretty much zero innovation, especially in the AAA space in Western gaming.
Yep.
But doesn't China have copyright laws? Well, which brings us to the second reason, lax copyright laws. Many think China lacks them, but they have them, very similar to the US.
They'll probably start to enforce them over time once China maybe becomes number one, or, you know, they've got so many corporations in China that just become so important to the economy, which obviously they're already getting there. They want to stop them being usurped, I guess. Then that probably will start to be enacted, and they'll probably act upon those laws more.
Just aren't enforced as strictly. Look at this. Game mechanics and ideas, not protected in either country. Art and graphics, protected in both.
Well, that's fair though. You know, mechanics and ideas shouldn't be protected, because obviously you wouldn't be able to have genres. Genres wouldn't exist if mechanics and ideas were protected, because, like, you know, then we'd have, you know, the industry be stifled altogether, wouldn't it?
Both barely enforced in China. Story and text enforced in the US, loose in China. Same with sound and music.
Loosey goosey.
Why work on new ideas if anyone can just copy them faster than you can?
Dude, holy cow. Are these straight up these are literally just, dude, this is stealing your homework. This is stealing your homework and just, like, not even trying to change any sentences, like, word for word, man.
Say copyright infringement. Blizzard's Hearthstone, for example, was cloned within a few months of its release.
Oh my
Sleeping Dragon
God.
doesn't just look similar, it looks and sounds
This is the same game, man. This is the same game. It's like you've just downloaded a mod for a skin pack.
identical.
It's the same
Blizzard
game.
sued them and walked away with $2 million. Or take Honor of
Daddy?
Kings, China's top mobile game.
Breath of the Wild
Its
and
maker
Genshin.
Tencent
Isn't that
faces
just League?
numerous
I was gonna say, it
lawsuits,
does.
especially with this one, which cloned almost everything from game design to characters.
Mobile
and
Legends
even
Bang
marketing
Bang.
Tactics.
What the fuck?
Marketing tactics?
It's better?
May even be,
Really?
protected?
I never heard of Honor Kings.
I don't know.
There we go. That's, obviously, I don't know. Never played that, but chat, I'm guessing his chat saying that. But this is where, for me, as a consumer, obviously it's different if you are the IP holder and you're creating something. I do get it. I'm not blind to that. But as a consumer, that's where, for me, I'm like, you know what? Hot take doesn't fuss me, because if that plagiarized version's better, then I've just got a better game to play.
Oh, But check this out. NetEase, Blizzard's Chinese partner, sued for an Overwatch clone and walked away with $500,000, but only to be sued by PUBG Corp, as NetEase created 2 mobile games very similar to PUBG on PC.
PUBG, Knives Out. PUBG, Rules of Survival. PUBG, Cyber Hunter.
So if everyone clones and sues everyone, why can't Western studios do the same?
Yeah.
Forget about it. Just forget about it. Which leads to the third reason, legal inaction. It's nearly impossible for foreign studios to enforce their rights in China.
Yeah, because this is going back to the point what I said of when they'll start to enforce the copyright laws more is to protect Chinese companies, because at the end of the day, China is a very protective market in the sense that they will protect their assets and actively force assets that want to be involved in the Chinese market to basically partner up with Chinese corporations. So if they want to do business, you've got to make it so our companies profit as well, which is one thing we don't do in the West. Or I think sometimes, is it something that we should start to do, you know? I don't think it'll necessarily be great for the consumer at the end of the day, or that's why China, you know, are getting to where they're getting to, because they've got such a massive domestic market and they understand that. And it's like, if you want to do business here, this is the price of doing business.
The legal system often favors local firms anyways, and even if you win, it might not even be worth the cost. When Tekken's 3 training mode was patented worldwide, including China, it didn't take long for a Chinese fighting game.
China would probably like, don't worry about that, lads. Don't worry, it's there. Don't worry though, we got you back.
To ignore the patent and feature a strikingly similar mode. Enforcements in China are hit.
Am I the only person here who's thinking this is kind of based of China? You know, it's probably bad for the corporations, but I'll be real, man. The more games I get, the better. I kind of don't care, you know?
Dude, this is one thing I think I actually do agree with Tectone on. You know, I'm that selfish consumer in that sense. And hey, you know, my short-sightedness might lead to a worse outcome for us all. But I do, man. As long as I'm getting a better product at the end of the day, I really don't care. You know, whose shareholders win doesn't fuss me. Which game's better? Send me straight to that one.
I kind of don't fucking care, like, to be honest.
Or miss. But their 3-part cloning strategy isn't. Because if they're good at something, it's at monitoring. In the monitoring stage, it's all about observing global gaming trends and adapting them to China's strict regulations.
Oh, dude, I monitor game trends every single day. That's why I'm always correct on every single game. I'm like, yeah, this game is going to be this successful.
What's going on, Sloan?
This game will be this successful. This will be the next game. Skip that game, doesn't matter. I'm really good at this shit.
You see, many foreign games in China are banned because they don't pass the cultural
Sleeping
test.
Dogs?
Blood, nudity, extreme violence, all a no-go.
Yeah, I think even things like skulls quite a lot are like a no-go in China as well. Yeah, not just blood and nudity. I think I heard something like that somewhere, that like skulls tend to get censored a lot. You know, like images and depiction of skulls and skeletons and stuff.
Yep.
Sleeping Dogs,
Yeah, what's on, Neil?
for instance, didn't pass the test because it took place in Hong Kong.
Lame as fuck.
Changli 3 also didn't because
That's the only thing that I don't like about Chinese regulation laws is they need to let us fuck the characters in the game. And they need to let more like graphic shit happen. You know, like arms ripped off, heads ripped off. Like fucking anything that moves, you know? Like that's what I think they should let us do to make the game better.
real-life Chinese locations. Hoppo Games showed a red effect around the icons, which is the color of blood. And Pokemon Go.
I think that's it. I think that's what they have to do for the most part when it comes to things like blood. They just have to change the color, don't they? Either remove it or the blood becomes green or something, so you don't necessarily get the connotation that it's blood, you know?
Didn't pass because Google Maps is banned, but Let's Hunt Monsters filled the gap quite nicely. Now here's where it gets
Let's Hunt Monsters.
interesting. How do you identify breakout genres? Well, according to their strategy, genres tend to emerge every 6 years. From FPS to MMORPGs to MOBA and Battle Royale. And by tracking...
I wouldn't disagree with that. Sounds kind of an astute observation, if I'm honest.
Steam tags...
Well, then where the fuck is 2023? Is that auto chess?
They can monitor genres with global breakout potential to ensure they are at the forefront. Which leads us to stage 2, cloning. Once they spot a breakout genre, they quickly clone and test them. In case of a small hit, they double down through strategic...
See, this is exactly what I said they do. This is why I said that it works as well, because they'll look at something happening in another country that acts as a beta test. People seem to like this. It's trending. We can then look at how it works. We can reverse engineer it. We can quickly replicate it, and we know it's going to be a hit. And then, in fact, we can get it out to our domestic audience, which is massive. And then before that game's really got onto its feet and, you know, it's hit the ground running, we're already massive, man. And then we can start exporting, and we almost look like we got here first.
Strategic partnerships. When MOBA and Battle
We're looking at Hoyo versus cloning the entire gaming industry and China in general, and it copying IP and ideas and such.
Royale emerged, notice how Tencent acquired Riot Games and secured PUBG mobile rights. They then rolled out Honor of Kings, which is basically League of Legends, and tailored it for Chinese players on mobile. And when NetEase released mega hit game Eggy,
which you can't deny, like I say, at the end of the day, this is all smart business moves. All smart business moves.
Party, a Fall Guys clone, Tencent redirected
Eggy Party
from working on Assassin's Creed Jade to their own party game, Dreamstar. No wonder Assassin's Creed Jade is delayed to 2025.
Holy shit. See, dude, that's how base China are. They're working on an Assassin's Creed game, obviously for Ubisoft, and then they see a trend happening of another game that they need to clone, and they're like, yo, fuck off a second, Ubisoft. We've got some money to make. We'll be back with you in a while. And Ubisoft have to just go, okay.
Because the party
How have I not played that?
Has priority. But cloning isn't just about mimicking game mechanics. You gotta clone the smart way to gel with the Chinese culture. And that's why a direct clone of PUBG was not successful. Tencent had to rebrand it as Game for Peace, a patriotic, non-violent version to comply with Chinese regulations. Players wave goodbye instead of dying, and they emit light instead of blood.
That's insane.
Dude, that's so cringe. Like, you know, throughout this, China's pretty based. That's so freaking lame, though. Like, that's the thing. Like, I think in that regards, China's politicians are going through, like, well, we've still got that in the West, but are going through, like, the US 90s version of politics of, like, oh, video games and music are the devil, and it's going to make people go insane, which there's probably some truth to it, I guess, but you know what I mean?
That is the lamest shit I've ever seen.
Art in itself,
that is the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Scaling. Once a cloned game becomes a small hit, the real magic happens. Scaling. Put it on mobile, PC, and make it free to play. But not just that, you gotta boost the marketing too. Let's go back to Honor of Kings. Once cloned and cultural...
Get it out to that Chinese domestic market, it absolutely dwarfs every other market, and boom, you're flying. You're absolutely flying.
Adapted, it became the #1 game. And so Tencent threw everything at it. Massive ad campaigns, celebrity endorsements, collaborations with beauty brands to bring in female gamers. Or take Genshin Impact. They didn't just collaborate.
Yes!
They're collaborating with KFC and not Obama fried chicken. They made a big mistake there, didn't they?
Right, entire KFCs to reel in mostly male gamers.
All dudes. I'm pretty sure this is like 100% all dudes.
See, this is what China understand as well when it comes to games like Genshin, and that they understand that majority of it is going to be, you know, straight dudes who want, you know, attractive characters. And this is the one thing that the West doesn't understand. I get it. There are a lot of girls out there that game, but this is why I said it's kind of wild that we don't have gacha clones in the West. But at the same time, it's understandable because no Western companies want to touch that sort of, you know, design around feminine sex appeal characters that you want to pull, because, you know, the culture in the West, and that's why the East is able to just run away with it. I think at some point maybe they'll get over it. I don't know if it'll be too late for them, but just imagine the money that some of these AAA companies could make if they just backed off from that shit and released a gacha game to sell waifus. They could kill it, but they don't want to because they don't want to be objectifying females, do they? They'd have to look, you know, they'd have to have a bunch of butch waifus that nobody'd want to, like, pull for.
Once it's on every platform and the marketing is rolling, they try to push it globally. But what's working in China doesn't necessarily work abroad. Take Arena of Valor, for instance.
Never heard of it.
It's the Western version of Honor of Kings and flopped internationally for 2 reasons. First, it launched just as the Battle Royale craze took off with Fortnite. Second, it's a game lost in translation. Honor of Kings hooks players with its rich Chinese...
I think there's certain games as well that just become such phenomenons that it's hard to copy, and Fortnite just become such a phenomenon that I don't think it mattered how much you tried to clone Fortnite. You were just never going to clone the culture. You know, you might be able to clone it to a smaller degree locally and more domestic for China. But you were just never going to be able to usurp something like that. There's certain games you just, you know, you can just only hope to attempt to, you know. That's why they were smart with acquiring Riot and bringing out Valorant, because they wanted a bit of that CS, but they knew they were never going to be able to create a CS clone exactly, but they could tweak, you know, use American, I guess, creativity to get into that space. Cause that's what I mean, man. They know what they're doing. They're astute business people.
Cultural context, covering historic heroes to iconic poets. But when Arena of Valor tried swapping in Norse, Greek, and Roman figures, it just didn't click the same way. There just is no shared cultural literacy. And honestly, I'm not sure if throwing Batman or the Joker into the mix is going to change that. In any case, the strategy of monitoring, cloning, and scaling is their way to find their winner-winner chicken dinner. But there's something way deeper at play here. Just when you think cloning is their only ace, they've got another card up their sleeve. Buying out foreign firms. Sure, that's not something specific to China.
This is something that they've also cloned. They watched America. Well, America watched Britain doing it back in the day. Probably acquiring them in a different way, let's say, but we won't get into that. America then, like, we're like, okay, this is how we export culture, and we basically get rich doing it as well by buying out corporations across the world. You know, there's America has its fingers in so many pies, especially across Europe and all over the place, and China are replicating that now. They're coming back at us in a sense, aren't they, in that regard?
But there's
I say us, I'm not American, but you know what I mean.
Catch here. Foreign game studios have to work with Chinese firms to sell their games in China, which means they have to share their profits. And not many foreign companies want to do that, which means less competition and more money for China. And with more money, they can easily buy more foreign studios for some very hefty sums. And with this advantage
it's
of being
actually
a
insane
closed
the
market,
financial benefit that China has, where if they have some severe competition with another company, they can just buy them out. Yeah.
A lot of this comes down to just the size of the domestic market, though, doesn't it? Because the domestic market's so massive, they are able to fund that stuff, and along with investment from the government, because the government understand that this is how they win. And also, so many companies, even though she said that, you know, it's not profitable, there's still so many companies want to do business in China. Hollywood does, the gaming industry seems to as well, and the only way they do it is by paying the toll. So they just get rich either way, and then, you know, they either buy them out, or it's like, you know, you can come here, but you do it on our terms.
That's pretty insane. I can see this being a downside for sure. That does not make...
Oh, of course. I think in the end it will. As I said, going back to being that selfish consumer of just like, if I get a better game, I'm happy. But in the long run, it probably won't be good for us, because at the end of the day, the cultural sensibilities of the Chinese Communist Party definitely don't reflect a lot of the sensibilities that we have in the West. And that could mean a massive downgrade in the things that are in video games, couldn't it? You know, it could mean that we get like a lot of stuff that we just don't jive with. But at the same time, I think the Chinese genuinely don't mind exporting stuff to the rest of the world that they don't agree with from a moral standpoint, because I don't think they necessarily care if the rest of the world are ingesting content that they maybe see as problematic, as long as the Chinese domestic market isn't ingesting that sort of content. You know, if it's rotting American brains, I don't think they care, because they're going to make cash off it. But if it's rotting young Chinese brains, they don't want that, you know, which again, smart.
Make too much room to be competitive in the space where your company says, oh yeah, well, I pay to win. I pay to win in real life, and I buy everything.
the Communist Party is aggressively buying out Western
Tencent owns
industries.
everything.
I must admit though, man, the CCP is kind of scary, isn't it? It is, like, you know, and I'm not even just talking about like from the scary invasion type stuff. Like, you know, I'm not one of those like alarmists, but it's just a scary entity, man. It's like it really is like stuff from films, you know. It's kind of creepy, man.
Maybe while Hollywood spread its American values through movies, perhaps it's now China's turn to do the very same, but through games. In a communist state like China, this means everything,
They'll do it through films as well. They'll do it through films. They've already saw that. Hollywood is terrified of making China the boogeyman in anything now. You know, it's like I was even surprised that we got Fallout 76. Will we really continue to get Fallout stuff? I don't know. I'm surprised that we actually got the Fallout TV show. And you can definitely tell that they don't want to really go into the stuff with the pre-war stuff, because I just don't think they really want to be involved with that too much, because you don't want to anger you know, anger China in that sense, because next thing you know, they might be owning you. So best not to piss them off.
Including games, is controlled by the state. So while the West tries to ban TikTok, it should perhaps also look behind the scenes of Western game studios that also provide access to millions.
It's true, but at the same time, though, you know, let's face it, America and the West has kind of forced some companies to put backdoors in, so they're not any more trustworthy than the CCP at the end of the day.
Millions of personal data points. And so, long gone are the days when you could just pop a cartridge into a keyboard jackie and stay somewhat untraceable.
Big
However,
Brother is watching.
This all isn't without its challenges. In China, the gaming community is growing tired of it all, especially of the game of clones. When The Legend of Neverland came out, a blatant clone of Genshin Impact, gamers were not impressed and criticized.
China's so based, even the Chinese people. Okay, Genshin come out, rip off of Zelda. Well, that's fine. Oh, wait, you're ripping off our stuff now? Well, that's not cool, man. That is not cool, you know? Oh, there's a race issue going on in the games that some people across the world are kind of mad about. We don't give a fuck about that. They've nerfed my spinny boy. I can't spin water everywhere now. I'm pissed. They're so based.
Criticism was fierce. And when Plague Inc. was taking down the App Store, because you know why, a Russian clone appeared, which
holy shit,
also faced huge backlash from Chinese gamers who
Dude, Plague Inc. was so good.
Dude, see, like, even the they're getting mad about a Plague Inc. and a Russian copy of Plague Inc. That's wild. We know why. That's wild.
Yet another copycat move. And so the winner-winner chicken strategy might not be cutting it much longer, which is where this game enters the scene. Dubbed China's first AAA game, Black Myth Wukong is their first
game actually looks insane, though. The game does look insane.
Dab at creating something truly new. But while this game might be setting a new trend,
and I wouldn't say it's something truly new, it's definitely Dark Souls inspired. Let's face it. It's new in the sense that it looks like a full-on proper, almost Western-style video game. But let's not pretend that it's not a Dark Souls. Don't want to say clone, but you know, it's heavily inspired.
In China, it's really just a very lone wolf for now. Ironically, it's inspired by.
How is Black Myth Wukong not just ripping Sekiro and Dark Souls? I don't understand.
The Chinese tale Journey to the West, a tale that couldn't be any closer to China's broader intentions. And maybe that's the real lesson here. In the fast-paced world of gaming, cloning and owning games
can't we all just get along?
Success. But the real test will be whether China can create them from scratch.
You can't rip off a genre? How is it not just Sekiro, but now you're a monkey? Am I nuts? Maybe there's more to the game than I thought, but
oh, you definitely can't rip off a genre. Again, as I said, that's why if we had copyrights on mechanics and what was the other thing you said? Whatever, anyway, if you could copyright that, we wouldn't have genres. But there's no denying. I'm just disagreeing. I don't know what Techtown's saying, but I'm just disagreeing with what she said, that it's original. It's not original in that sense. It is, you know, if Saints Row is a clone of GTA, which I don't think it is, then that's a clone of freaking Sekiro or Dark Souls.
I thought it was just Sekiro, but you're monkey.
Until then, happy cloning.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be real. More games equals more better. And these companies are probably pissed off as fuck about this, but I'll be real, I don't care. Sekiro is supposed to be 10.
Base take from Techtown, I agree. I said at the start of the video, at the end of the day, I don't care. I suppose short-sighted from me, but I really don't. If I get good stuff, more games, definitely better. Definitely better.
I don't know what the fuck that means. Should I look up what Black Myth Wukong is? Maybe I don't know what it is then. Yeah, China #1. Hey, very good. I love it. I support what they do. That
was a good video, actually. I'll put a link to both. I'll put a link, obviously, to Techtown's video and that lady's channel. Have we got a link to that, actually? I'm going to go drop her a sub, because that was a really good video, actually. Belinda Erkin. That was a good video. You know, all information that, you know, I think we all knew, really, unless you were living under a rock. And it's not just video games. China's been doing this for years in pretty much everything, especially in the tech world. And, you know, end of the day, I guess it's based, it works, it makes them money. More countries should do it, I guess, really. They're just not going to do it as well, because having such a massive domestic base, they can just kill it at home and then export it to the rest of the world, can't they? Great video. I like that. That was a interesting watch, actually. I'm definitely going to watch some more of her videos, actually. Is there anything else on the channel that's interesting? Ooh, yeah, we're going to watch some more stuff from her. She looks like she makes great content, actually. That was a really good video. I like it. Very much. Very much. How's things anyway, though, Neil? Are we all good, buddy? Are we good, Squire? Are we good, Squire? Hold on a sec. Looks like, I don't know if it's because of, I think I know what it is. It's doing that. Hold up. Let's see if this helps. Why does that look so noisy? So noisy. It's actually better now, though. The video's noisy, but that's actually better now. It's because full of range on full instead of default. Doing good, however, you won't be happy with me. Why? What you done? What you done? What you done did it? I had a solemn promise to myself. I had 15 radiants and over 3k asteroids. If I didn't pull Changli, I'd delete Wua. Did you get her? I think I'm going to be more pissed if you got her. You got more to fee. Oh. Rip. You didn't delete the game though, did you? Also got Baiji as well. Got some tatties then. Got some big tatties then. Oh, you did? Okay, fair play. I thought you were going to say no. I was going to say spineless. Spineless. Was there going to be a lolcow live? Something about Boogie, something about calling the police on Boogie. What's he been up to, man? Just seems to be going deeper and deeper, doesn't it? You know? Alright, before we get into the game, another video I want to check out. Another video I want to check out, boys, okay? Interesting. Don't know what this is, the info that's given here, but interesting. Good chat up. For people who are interested, the console brethren, PS5 release date confirmed. Wuthering Waves, let's see what this is about then.
Hey guys,
I've heard nothing about an actual release date. I did see that people had been data mining the game and found PS5 files, which would allude that it's kind of coming soon. You know, that stuff's been added. Things are being worked on. Let's have a look.
Welcome back to another video. My name is Amethyst, and today we're going to be continuing to talk about the PlayStation 5 release and when I think we're going to get the release for the
Okay, so it's just what he thinks. Let's see if there's any reasoning behind it though. But this shit needs to happen fast. Of course, it needs to be a good launch. I understand that, you know, they've got to get through all the certification with PlayStation because that can be a bit of a pain in the ass. But this needs to happen fast because I think they are going to do really well on console. I think a lot of PlayStation players are really going to actually enjoy Wuthering Waves because, in my opinion, it's a better Genshin. And I think console players are going to get a little bit more out of Wuthering Waves because the combat being so good and you just can't really experience it properly on mobile, in my opinion. You just can't.
PlayStation 5 version of the game coming later this year. It is announced that Wuthering Waves is going to be at the PlayStation China Joy event happening end of this week between the 26th.
Well, so we're definitely going to get an announcement that, well, not definitely, but I'm thinking it's safe to say there's going to be some kind of announcement then, yeah?
And the 29th of July. Now, loads of games are getting updates and loads of games are getting announced, and lots of different news regarding gaming is going to be revealed at that event, including Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves is going to be one of the lineup games for the China Joy event based on the evidence that we've seen promoting the event. Now, my expectations for the release of the Wuthering Waves PlayStation Edition is sort of in the middle. It's not low, it's not high. I don't think it's going to be right at the back end of the year, October, November, December time.
Okay, so this is just total assumptions then. Yeah, give me something why you're coming to these conclusions, bro. I want to see something so I can disagree with you or agree with you. I kind of think that this game's, we're probably looking at like September, October, November times for the game, if I'm honest. I think if they want to try and get in and be hot, maybe just before Christmas time. You know, it looks like we've got a lot of stuff coming out in 2025, potentially as a Premier coming in January. They want to try and get onto console early. Zenless is already out. It's on console. Well, it's on PlayStation. They need to really make it happen soon.
Obviously, Honkai Star Rail released their console release at the start of October with the launch of 1.6, which is when Changli.
They're going to want to skip any Hoyo updates as well, so it's going to drop, I would imagine, with a banner, I'm guessing, and it's probably going to be in between Hoyo updates. So I guess we can assume when in the month it'll be. Just what month it's going to be is a different case.
Was released. I do honestly believe that the reason why they're going to appear at the PlayStation China Joy event is because I believe that Wuthering Waves is going to announce the release date of Wuthering Waves PS5 console edition is going to be upon the release, and it's going to line up perfectly with their 1.2 update. I believe that Wuthering Waves...
It's a fair assumption. It would make sense. That's when there's going to be massive hype around the game. We're getting a new area. It's going to come to console, and they're going to have a lot of stuff to be able to do. So it's going to be a lot of hype. So I guess it kind of makes sense. Even maybe just getting out just prior to it to get the hype so people want to buy, buy. I think it makes sense if they could get on a week or two before that update so the hype can be there and they can be like, right, 1.2, I'm going to buy some stuff.
PlayStation 5 is going to line up perfectly with the 1.2 update, and here's why. There is rumors, and there's a lot of people speculating, and there's a lot of evidence to support this, that in 1.2 we're going to be getting a free 5-star character. Yep. A brand new free 5-star character. Now, if this evidence is the case, and this is true, that would line up.
The thing is, though, there's been talk of these 100 pulls as well, hasn't there? Whether that means that that's getting conflated with an actual free 5-star, or it just means that you're going to guarantee yourself a 5-star. The fact that people are using the terminology anew, unless it's, there's what's the dude's character name now, the one that's already been shown off. People are saying it's him, and he's basically a 4-star wrapped in 5-star clothing. It could be that, but it could also be that people are conflating this 300 pulls thing to actually mean, a free resonator. Could be something lost in translation. I don't know. Some of the people have kind of come back at me about that when I've mentioned that in stream before, and they're like, no, dude, it's that guy. I forgot his name now. The dude with the robot arm is all I'm going to call him. I forgot his name.
To why the PlayStation 5 release will be announced at China Joy. because upon the end of that event, of Changli event, we are directly halfway to...
This is why Wuthering Waves need some characters that are actually, like, you know, a little bit more easier to remember for us Westerners. So many of the characters, like, well, not the ones that are already in the game, because, like, I know them, but, like, I've forgot both of the characters' names that have been leaked. You know, the girl who paints with the brush and the robot arm dude. I've just forgot the names.
Towards 1.2. We're halfway through 1.1 currently. As Changli's just released, another 2 to 3 weeks, we're going to be getting either the update or the announcement or trailers or just anything to do with 1.2. That's when we're going to start to get
Drip feeding is going to start soon.
it. But I do believe, this is what I predict.
Well, it really already has, hasn't it? In the video that we put out yesterday, it's already started.
I might be incorrect. I might be correct. This is what I think. Wuthering Waves is going to announce the 1.2 update at this China Joy event, and with that 1.2 teaser trailer or 1.2 big trailer, character trailer, whatever they want to release, they're also going to announce that upon the release of 1.2, they are going to simultaneously announce the launch of the PlayStation 5 edition of Wuthering Waves. I think they're going to be...
I am bored of this video now. I thought it was actually going to come with some, like, maybe some, like, you know, reasons why he was coming up with this, but it just all seems to be just total assumptions of the game actually being... I thought it was actually going to be at this event. It seems like he's just assuming that it's going to be at the event and then assuming all this other stuff. I'm not saying he's wrong. Well, yeah, it's not interesting me. It's just, you know, it's just total, like, conjecture, isn't it, really? I need something. Give me something to chew on, man. Why do you believe it? What have we heard other than just potential rumors? I need a little bit more than that. You might try ZZZ to see if it's any better, but I feel like the gacha shine has been tarnished for you. It can be a bitch. Dude, fucking wait till you lose 50-50s and you're like, you know what? Fuck this game. All right, let me just have a quick look. And then I think we will jump in to a bit of woo-wah. Start some pulls. We're going to react to the Hex Juice video. We're going to do that tomorrow because it's like a 40-odd minute video. It's a bit late to be reacting to that today. All right, let's get this switched over to category. Wuthering Waves. See, only 15.5k people watching on Twitch at the minute. Definitely think the hype as it's died down on the game. 1.2 is going to be the big factor of this game, I think, if I'm honest. Big factor. Yeah, dude, Zenless is a good game, though, you know, Neo, man. I like the game, I do. I am a gacha loser at the moment. I am well and truly... this is I've got ADHD, I have, man. You know what I mean? Like, I get hyper-focused on things for, like, a small period of time, and then I get bored. And at the minute, it just seems to be that, like, I'm just super hyper-focused into gacha games. It's just, like, just scratching that itch that I need, that I've got at the minute. So it's just, like, you know... I'm down to play every and all gacha games, really. It doesn't really matter the actual quality of them. I mean... You know, I got some wet ass burps on the go, man. What the fuck? This game takes forever to load at the moment. Like, dude. Doodaloo. Oh. It's your girl, Rover. Alright, boys, we haven't got that many pulls. Do we be a good boy and just, like, continue to pull throughout the update? Or do we be a degenerate and maybe open the wallet up a little bit? I don't know. Let's see if we can get lucky and maybe get to our 5-star early, and then we'll go from there, I guess. I'm hoping, because we got fucked with Jinsey, we lost our 50-50. We got her in the end. It wasn't too bad. We got after about 30 pulls after. I didn't have to spend any cash. I had enough. And then we had to go to full-on hard pity to get a sword, all free as well, but it was just a pain in the arse. Well, I say all free. I did spend $9.99 on one of those what's it packs. It wasn't the asteroid packs. It was one of those other packs that, I don't know what it was anyway. So I guess it wasn't free. So I would hope we can do a little better, just so we can attempt to get the weapon, because I don't want to really be in a situation where I don't get the weapon. I'd like to get the weapon. If we don't, it's not the biggest problem in the world, but I'd really like to get it. FOMO, baby. Fucking FOMO. It's here. FOMO's here. Bro, what the fuck is going on? Can you be any slower? Oh, Jesus, bro. Hey, we're in. We are in. Get me login. Get me login. This is here. We got our trial for her. Immortal Blaze. Time continues to flow. Man, firmament. You met an unexpected listener while strolling through the lively yet peaceful Hongjian and listened to interesting stories about Mount Firmament. This gentle but mysterious wayfinder extends a rather special invitation to you. She's gonna give you a handy. Let's go do the trial. At least we get to play with her. Changli restores Forte gauge when she jumps or hits a target with... apparently, I think you can do like an insane infinite juggle with her Jinshi and Verena. So Changli restores Forte gauge when she jumps or hits a target with basic attacks. While in true sight... attacks while in true sight or cast the Resonance Liberation. When Forte gauge is full, hold basic attack to cast enhanced heavy attack. Okay. Heavy attack, flaming sacrifice, hold left click while on the ground when Forte gauge is at 4 stacks. Basic attack, true sight, conquest. When in true sight, use left click while on the ground. Basic attack, true sight, charge while in true sight, use left click after using jump or while in midair. Changli restores Forte gauge when she jumps or hits a target with basic attacks while in true sight. Cast Resonance Liberation.
Very moment.
Basic attack, true sight, charge while in true sight, use. What gets you into true sight then?
Clears the blaze.
Ooh,
Make it
she
fast.
looks sick. Holy shit.
From defense to offense. Mind's eye. In flames. Deuce.
Okay. Okay. I like.
Here's the blade. My blade will sever.
Hear me out, boys. Here. Dude, my fucking scroll wheel. Oh my god, dude. Dude, she looks so good, doesn't she? Like, tell me she isn't, like, potentially the cutest waifu that we've got in a video game. Just look how well designed she is. Like, everything just seems perfect. Like, the design, the character model, of course, the character model. You know, just the face, the expressiveness. Top tier. Well done, Kuro. Well done. Props to the design team. Alright, we'll do them after. Alright. Okay. Hey! Let's do our basic pulls here a second first, yeah? Let's do a couple on here. Let's do a couple on here. Let's get it. All pray to the holy space vagina in the sky. Trash. Ace. Ace. Alright, cool. Hot dog shit. Hot dog shit. Hot dog shit. Alright. Alright. To the main event, to the real one. So we've got an ups on. Okay. I'm okay with getting some more Mortifee, to be fair. To be fair, though, with Mortifee, we've already got, like, the one we wanted, which was the increase of the 7 seconds on his ults. You know? So who else? Whoever that was who just subscribed, man, appreciate ya. You haven't even got to your, No, you didn't lose your 50-50 now, no. Mortifee's a 4-star. He's just rated up. So, what that basically means, these are the 3 characters rated up. These are the 4 stars that are rated up. So, you're gonna... Every 10 pulls you do, you're guaranteed a 4-star item, whether that's a weapon, a character, or whatever. And these have a rate up, so they have an increased percentage chance for you to pull these. So if you pull if you end up going all the way and pulling 80 pulls, you're guaranteed to probably get these 3 or 4 times potentially. You know, there's a potential. If you're lucky, you got a character every 10 pulls. Say you did 80 pulls, you get 8 of these, you know, whether you got one character 4 or 5 times or one character freaking 3 times, you know what I mean? And some 4-star weapons or whatever. Likely you're going to get a bunch of weapons, like, but you're 50-50. You lose your 50-50 to who's in the 5 stars at the minute. You've got Calcharo, Ling Yang, Verena, Encore, and Jianshin. So if you lost your 50-50, you'd pull Calcharo, Verena, Ling Yang, Encore, or Jianshin. So there's a chance for you to pull Verena, which is a good 5-star to lose if you haven't got Verena. In my opinion, if you don't have Verena, she's a better 5-star. She's the best 5-star in the game still, in my opinion. Of course, you want to get Changli, obviously. But if you're going to fail, that's who you want to fail on, you know? Alright then, shall we, It was gone an Express Angel. How did you top up in Wuthering Waves? Just get to the store, yeah? And then purchase some asteroids. Or you can like go, obviously, directly to the store from the menu. Purchase. Grab yourself some asteroids and bish bash bosh. Alright then. That's it. We're gonna do it. We'll do a 10 pull and then we'll do some single pulls because I'm a bitch, I'm a pussy, and that's how I roll. Alright, we'll do 1 10 pull. Let's go. Alright.
Quit the chit chat.
More defeat, let's go.
Tell me what you
so
need and
we're
I'll
like,
make it for you.
Are we what,
provided
like
your descriptions are
Resident
reasonable.
Chain fucking 6 now? Are we S6 in your boy? Or what? Come on, mate. Okay. Let's check, actually. Where are we? Where's the ginger bastard? 5. Okay. Alright, what do we get for these? When Resonant Skill Passionate, a variation or Resonant Skill Fury Fuge hits a target, coordinated attacks will be triggered to fire 4 Resonance Liberations. Marcato hits, dealing fusion damage of Resonance Liberations. Marcato fired in this way, reduced by 50%. Okay, that's not too bad. Not as good as the previous one, but it's not too bad. Yeah, the Lunaids get your asteroids, yeah. That's what I meant. They convert into asteroids. Alright, let's go. Come on. Come on. Don't make me even go to pity. Give me that 50-50 win. Give me your girl. If we have to lose it, I want Calcharo or I want Verena. That's who I want. And if we don't get that, I'm quitting the game. I'll go play Genshin Impact. Alright, 4-star. Please be a character. Don't be a weapon. Fuck you. Dauntless 7 Knights. Whatever. Already got that, yeah. At least we can copy it maybe. Or I could use it for somebody else, I don't know. I don't even know what I've got using that at the moment. Yeah. I'll beat you to that. I quit immediately. Yeah, you got to be built for pure pain with these fucking games, man. Gotta be a masochist. Alright, come on. Give me more defeat, actually. Let's stack in it. Let's go. I'll take that.
Tell me what
I'll
you
take
need
that.
and I'll make it for you.
I'll take
Provided
it.
your descriptions are reasonable.
I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about that at all, actually. Your boy is stacked. Stacked. What do we get for these then? When Residence Liberation Violent Finale is cast, attack of all team members is increased by 20% for 20 seconds. Fire. That's fire. Okay. All right. I'll take that. That's going to be great. That's going to be great for, what's it, the Terror of Adversity that is. Lovely. Lovely. Not as good as Yinlin, but you know, I'll take it. Hey, what's going on, Gremlin? We're going to continue with the pussy pulls. One by one. We're going to chip away. Because I'm a scaredy cat. Just woke up. It's 5 a.m. right now. Well, good morning then. Good morning. Trash. Trash. Dog shit. Ass. So we're going to get what? Potentially like 32, 33 pity in. So we're not getting her out of these pools unless we get super lucky. Which typically in these games, so far, I usually have to go kind of like high into pity, if not hard pity, and then lose my 50-50. So, yeah. We got a ways to go. We got a ways to go. Hold up a second. Excuse me. Yeah, let's get 2. Fuck it, we'll spend them. I don't even keep these things, man. I saw Tectone and got like fucking a few hundred of these. You could get like 44 Radiant Tides. Fuck it. Who cares about copies, man? Oh shit, dude.
Eons of
Come on!
this vast land.
Oh my days, boys. That's as good as he gets. That's as good as he gets. 30, what, less than 30 pulls in, and we win our 50-50. It just doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get any better than that. We can either go for copies now, or we can just straight go for the weapon. Look at those titties sitting on the desk, man. Like, that is the best look I've had in this game. I've lost pretty much every freaking 50-50 in this game so far. And what? We're like, how many pulls? 22 pulls in, and we get her? Just too good at the game, lads. Just too good at the game, you know? All I gotta say is you gotta get good, man, you know? It's all about skill. That's what it is. It's all about skill. I'm just saying, you know? Skill diff. Sorry. Let's go. Let's fucking go. That's what I'm talking about. Where is she? What's she all down here for? Just look at her, boys. Just look at her. Just look how thick her thighs are, man. That band's strangling her toes, I'm telling you. Holy shit. We need the jiggle physics in, like, which game is it now where you do that and they're just all over the place? I need some of that in my life, man. I need some of that in my life. I'm buzzing about that. Yep. Happy. Let's go. All right, then. I guess let's just keep gambling then. Let's just keep gambling. What do we do? What do we do? Do we try? And we've only got like 10 pulls. I am probably going to chuck a bit of cash at the game. I must admit, I'm kind of feeling it. Do we just go, fuck it, let's see if we get lucky and we can get the weapon? Or do we try and maybe potentially go for some copies? More than likely we're going to fail that there. But, you know, I wouldn't mind an arena copy. I would really like that. Or do we just go for the... I'm thinking we go for the weapon, man. You know, let's just check the weapon here, actually. I'm thinking we go for the weapon. What's the weapon? Crimson Phoenix attack is increased by 12%. The equipper gains 1 stack of Searing Feather upon dealing damage. Okay, that's good. Which can be triggered once every 0.5 seconds and gains 5 stacks of the same effect upon casting Resonance Skill. Each stack of Searing Feather gives 4% additional Resonance Skill damage, a bonus for up to 14 stacks. After reaching the max stacks, all stacks will be removed in 12 seconds. Yeah, we're pulling for the weapon. We're pulling for the weapon, man. Yeah. Let's pull for the weapon. Let's do it. We'll pull for the weapon. Winners win, right? Winners win. Let's do it. At least with this we guaranteed. Let's see how hard we have to go into it, though. You know? Let's see how hard we have to go into it. Because so far, when it came to Jinxie's weapon and Jian's weapon, we had to go deep. Pretty much, I think, hard pity on both of them. So, I think we got a ways to go. We got a ways to go. Dude, I still can't believe we got it that early. I'm actually blown away. Like, dude, 22 pulls and we pulled that. Holy shit. What is it? 60 for soft pity in this game. We're a mile off soft pity. That's what happens when you're that good, though, chat. You know, it's... Just saying. Just saying. Undying Flame. Don't know if that's even any good, actually. What's this? When in skill, his cast increases resonance skill damage bonus by 20%. That's kind of nice, actually. It's kind of nice. Flat attack. Nice if it had some crit in there. Yeah, the Gamma system, like, if you're in for it, man, gacha games are just going to be, like, you know, an absolute hatred. Because you've got no control over it. Unless, obviously, you know, you get good. Nah, but it sucks. I think that's why I love it, though. Because I'm a degenerate, you know? Gambling on big titty waifus, it's my thing now. Who'd have thought? My fourth fathers would be ashamed. You know, like, my ancestors fought off Vikings and the French and the Spanish and, you know, went out to conquer the world just to see me gambling for Chinese big booba waifus. To be fair, though, I bet they're like, you know what? That's what we fought for, boys. That's what we fought for. That's why I went out and died of scurvy at the age of 19. You know, even if you have to go to hard P on this, I'm not even mad now. I can't even be mad, you know, 20 pulls in and I pull out. How can you be mad at that? You just can't, can ya? You just can't. I feel like I need to get to bed now and have a wank. The Mercado. I don't even know that one. What's that? Attack, energy regen, sees this area. When resonance skill is cast, restores 8 concerto energy. This effect can be triggered 1 time every 20 seconds. I don't even really use any characters that use these, but maybe that could be good for what's his face. I don't know what his name is now. You know, the blue dude. That's the one, yeah. Yuan Wu, yeah. Okay, can we eke any more free stuff out here? Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. We get some lustrous toys as well while we're here. Come on, mate. Dude, I feel like I should put the lottery on tonight. I'm telling you. Like, if we get this freaking sword in the next 2 pulls, then I'm putting the lottery on right now. Might even DM Jennifer Aniston because I'm feeling my luck. Hopefully Rose is not watching. It was a joke, babe. It was a joke. Unless she replies. No, it was obviously a joke. It was like we didn't get it. 15 quid will get us another temple, though. You know. All right, let's do it up first. And then we'll decide whether to be a degenerate or not, okay? I don't like... Why is she down here, man? Why is she down here? Why do down here? All right. Blast her up. Let's blast her up. Don't fall into the rabbit hole. But I wanna.
Oh. This feeling of power coursing through my veins. It feels different.
Oh, dude, she's giving the jiggle.
Before.
She's giving the jiggle.
Please, do spar with me for another round.
She's telling me to open my wallet. She's saying, spend money. Buy my swords. And I might let you touch me.
The sword has no set form.
Oh, she's talking about the
adapts
swords.
along with its foes. Likewise, strategies must shift against
Holy cow,
different
they've got a life of their own? What's a good weapon to use for them for the time being then, actually? Let's have a look. What could we use? What could we use? What could we use? Energy regen would be kind of good for it. We do want crit, don't we, really? Suppose we probably couldn't go CC area when resonance skill cast is a concert. Yeah, that could probably be alright, because I feel like energy regen is going to be quite useful for her. You know, when in-shot skill is cast increases attack by 18.75%, lasting for 15 seconds. It's kind of nice, but we've got that on Rover, haven't we? I think we'll put this on her at the minute, actually. Yeah, let's pop that onto her. Have I done this up? Who was I using this with then originally then? I don't know who I was using it with. Oh, we've got a copy as well. Okay, I won't fuse that just yet. I'm not going to feed it. One thing I haven't done, though, I haven't really farmed echoes for us, so we're going to have to do that. I'm guessing Inferno Rider's going to be good for a reason. Do we have... I think we want to go crit damage or crit rate, don't we? I'm thinking we go crit rate. I think is though, this is where I'm going to struggle now because I don't think I've got too many mats for upgrading. Let's get them all set out first. So we'll go with the crit. Well, obviously we're going to have to roll this first. We'll go with the crit rate Inferno Rider. Do we go 4-4-1-1-1 or do we go we go the old 4-4-3-3? Have we got any fusion? Ooh. Got a cheeky fusion damage there. And what else have we got here? HP and attack, electro crap. Got flat attack, which is not the worst, I guess. What have we got in a... yeah. I think we go 4-3-3. I think we go with the fusion for now. And then we go flat attack as well. And then what do we go with? I think we go attack again. Do we go... Yeah. Yeah, slap that on, I guess. Are we better going with like a 2? Kept telling me I didn't have enough cost to equip him. Had you got like other characters in? See, like you've got your costs, which you've got... I think, I can't remember what you start off with now. What do you start off with? Is it like 7 or is it 10? Was it like 8 or something? It's kind of like a pick 10 system in Call of Duty. You said 4. Yeah, so, whatever you start off with is how much you've got to use. It's like you have to kind of work, because as you level up, you'll get more cost that you can spend. So like now, say like if I was like, you know what? I want to stick a 3 in. I can't. Because I've only got, see, that'd cost, that'd make it to 14. Where I can only put a 1 in now. Or I could be like, you know, I could go a 4-4. I could remove these 2 3s and go 4-4-1-1-1. That makes sense. I think we just... Oh, we can't use him. Oh, actually we can, can't we? Because he's a baby. I think we just go attack throughout, yeah. When using resonance skill, fusion damage increases and fusion plus damage. Okay. So we got a little bit of a fusion bonus. We got crit rate. Let's upgrade this bitch. See if we can get anything good out of him. See, like, I'm fine for the tuning stuff at the minute because I've got like 1200. It's the actual mats to level the fuckers. Come on, give me a good one. Give me... Let's double crit rate. Obviously, crit damage would be awesome as well. I'm thinking energy regen will be good for her as well. So I think with her, you want to go... Is it straight into fill your forte, heavy, ult? Do you want that energy? You do want some energy regen, don't you? Right, let's tune it. Let's see what we get. Trash. Trash! Absolute trash. This is where the real gacha is in this fucking game. Big fuck you. Oh my god, bro. Am I leveling a sustainer here or a fucking sub DPS, bro? Come on now. Is that scrap now? It's salvageable, but is it scrap really, you know? Unless we like got crit damage energy regen. That's just pure oh. We got another crit rate. Let's upgrade this one. Come on. Actually, what a... Dude, I always get trash rolls as well. Like, main stat, 8.8%. What's the max? 21%, I think? And is it like 12% on crit rate? In terms of, like, the base stat? So that's the bottom end of the... of what we can get there, isn't it? That's women for you, dude, man. You know? Rosie does that all the time. What the fuck? What'd you ask me for then? Just so you could ignore me? Is that what it's about? Is it just a thing that you reinforce your of like, oh, if he says that, then I know to do the opposite. Okay. Thanks for that, babe. Let me ask the stupidest person I know, so I can do the opposite. Resist liberation damage. That's not bad, actually. That's not bad, actually. Like, this is not the best, obviously, because it's a low substat, but if we could just get something for now, you know, and then we can go farm some Inferno Riders and try and get a really good crit rate or good crit damage, you know, maybe, obviously, get a God roll, 21% or something like that would be lovely. But let's go again with this and hopefully we can get, like, energy regen or crit damage. Crit damage, obviously, would be really nice. Okay. All right. Things are looking up. Do you know what? I can't even be too mad about shit rolls. Even if we get terrible rolls. We got Changli on 22 pulls. Right, guys? That's how good I am at the game. So it really doesn't matter now. You know, this is all just RNG. If you pull a character, that's skill. You know? So this doesn't matter, actually. Just saying. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. There. Alright, still redeemable. Still redeemable. But like, we need an energy regen now. Energy regen. I'll even take like a attack percentage or something. Defense sucks, man. Dude, we're really getting low on mats, though, man. We need to do some tacit field farming. Probably stop using these gold seals as well. At least we've got come on. At least we've got crit damage anyway. Attack? Okay, alright, okay. This one's definitely better than the other one. Alright, let's just max it out now. See what we get, yeah. See what we get. May as well. May as well. Double crit rate. Okay. All right. It's not the best. Could be a lot worse, though. Could be a lot worse. Let's take that. Right. Let's level her up again. Let's go beat the shit out of the Inferno Rider. Yeah, man. It is the life of a gacha gamer. It's like having a job, really.
Life isn't everything.
But instead of getting paid, you have to pay, you know?
Pay for this. My field of expertise. I've had enough. Get lost.
Strike is one. Negligence on my part. Honest. So be it.
Dude, am I getting hit every time?
Together we fight. Strike fast. Evil be cleansed.
Pussy!
Tear them to pieces.
Oh, stars. Heed my calling.
Yeah, like an internship, basically, where there's no prospect to actually get the job at the end of it.
Oh. This feeling
But
of
you do
power coursing through my
get things
veins.
like this, so you know.
It feels different from before. Please, do spar with me for another round.
I need to do encore up, actually.
Onwards.
Dude, the more I look at Jinxie's character, the more I absolutely love her design. I love her design. Like you know when we made that video, we're talking about... well, I haven't made it yet. I haven't uploaded it yet. Well, actually, I did uploaded it today, didn't I? Was it today? You know, the one talking about... Wuthering Waves character's bland? Yeah. That's one I uploaded earlier. She's like... You know, she's got like a soft palette, but dude, I just think she looks so fucking good, man. Like, there's just something about Jinxie. It's just like, you know, I just think she's like.
May I pray for anything specific for you? It would be my honor.
She's just so cool.
Energy.
Pussy.
That's my field of expertise. I've had enough. Get lost. Crush them. Are you looking? Be gone.
Together we fight. Fast and starving. Sacred life. Lend me your strength. Oh, stars, heed my calling. Embrace the change.
Let's see if we actually got a decent. We needed 8, yeah. See if we got any decent Inferno Riders as well there, shall we? Let's have a little look. I don't know why she's still down here. Why's she still down here, bro? We're at the top, man. She really right at the top. I'll put her in the team. She'll go like, but we're right at the top, bro. Oh shit, yeah, we got to do all this shit as well, ain't we? Fuck, forgot about that. Molten Rift 4. What we got? New. What's your boy saying here? Another crit damage. Okay. 8.8% trash. HP, trash. Trash. We're gonna have a look at like a combos actually. We should do that first, and before we mess with that, let's have a look at the combos where we should really like concentrate on going first, you know?
Onwards.
But we're gonna need to do what we have 4. Yeah, so we need to do another 2. If we're lucky and we get a 3. Boys, though, I've got to admit, you know, happy about that. Really happy. I was like, dude, we're not even going to get to soft PE, let alone, you know, get to whether we win our 50-50 or not. The fact that I can't believe we got her in 20, like, this is what I was saying the other day, Neil, like, you know, like, sometimes you might end up going all the way to hard pity and lose your 50-50, and then other times, you know, when I was saying that some people come in my chat and they was like, dude, within 30 pulls, I've got the character and the weapon. It can happen.
Leave it to me. Listen up.
Tear them to pieces. It's nothing.
Embrace the change. Moment of awakening. Instant. Bloom. Luminous energy.
Zap string. It's our curtain call.
Negligence in my part. Instant. Let it end.
Ooh, 50k, let's go.
Lend me your strength.
Zap string. The stage is yours.
Notice it.
Tear them to pieces.
Leave it to me. Heaven ordains. Banish all vice.
Oh, she's level 60 now. Once I put her into the team, she'll come on. Ooh, 4. Okay, let's fucking go. Now we're getting all the sweet fucking goodies tonight, ain't we? Jesus. I'll go upstairs and ask Rosie to put it in a bum.
Onwards.
Come on, give me that good shit. Give me that good shit. Give me that good shit. Dude, she looks so good though. Like, you know, she just looks so good, doesn't she? Damn, I was gonna try and see if I could use a reflection to see up her skirt. Like a 10-9 pull. That's a 0%. Oh, I just noticed as well, like, how her hair goes down into, like, phoenix feathers. Dude, that's such a cool little design. I didn't even notice that detail. It's down into, like, feathers, man. That's dope. You know, she's got suckable toes as well, innit?
Going against
what?
wind. Onwards.
No pity, even straight up none. Probably get verbally accosted after me.
Embrace it. Leave it to me. Notice it.
No mercy.
Negligence. Moment of awakening. So be it.
Dude, my dodge game is not on point.
strength. It's our curtain call.
Strike fast. Sacred light.
Tear them to pieces.
Bloom. Bask in the sunlight. Strike is one. So be it. Fluorescent shadows. Evil be cleansed. Heaven
51k!
Banish all vice.
Without a single copy. Tracy's not even maxed out. She's doing that big damage.
After my master's passing, I spent years studying martial arts and other subjects through various unconventional methods. This
Okay.
resulted in some rather comical situations where angry bookshop owners chased me around. But now, I have the luxury of having you teach me everything without any expectations in return.
Hey, I've got
It's
lots
something
of
my younger
expectations.
self could only dream of.
Trust me, lots of expectations. So I pulled Changli on it. I'm gonna need you dead, but my belly button. For real though. I like that headbutt my belly button, you know. I'm gonna use. Oh, fuck off! I'm gonna use that one, I know. That's probably what she'll say to me, actually. We got no other. Actually, have we? Any fusion? Ha! Nah. We need to farm some Doogles then, I think, don't we, as well? These Havoc Dreadmains look fucking badass, though, don't they? Don't you reckon? Fucking cool ass design this. I bet it's fun to work on this sort of stuff, designing this sort of stuff in games and shit, like, you know? I bet it's fun, man. You know, if I'd have applied myself, maybe I'd be a functioning member of society doing something like that. Instead of drooling over fucking pixels. Hey, you know. Ooh, crit damage. We all have our roles. This is not too bad, actually. If you could get like can you get Resistance Liberation on these? Resistance Skill would be nice as well, actually. Dude, we need more mats. We need more mats. Bad. Like, this is where we're going to run out. Echo side of things. We're in the pauper box now like everybody else with the echoes. Ah, fuck off. I'm going to be moaning about, oh, we don't get enough mats now like everybody else was. But I was like, hey, I'm saving mine so I'm not even mad. And here I am. In the poorhouse. Asking, please, sir, can I have some more? Okay, I'll take Resonance Liberation damage. Not the best, but you know. It's not the best. Crit rate's good though. Crit rate's good. Where are we sitting at the minute with a attacking though? 901. Not great. Not great. Not terrible. 40% crit rate's not the worst. Energy regen's not terrible either. We've got insanely good defense though. We've got a 40% fusion damage bonus. We really we could really do with a regen being around 200%, couldn't we? To be fair. You know? I'll tell you what, most cost-effective ways, upgrade all of them to 5 to start off and see what we can get, yeah. Fucking defense, bro. Like, Jesus Christ, she's gonna be an absolute tank. Resist liberation damage. I want to get too wild, if I'm honest. Don't want to go too wild. Let's just have a little look. Alright, let's have a look. So I do want to try and get a weapon. So I don't want to spend too many weapon mats. Like, I just want to give us something to. Obviously, we're gonna have to oh, is this reset? Okay. Okay. Additional instance of havoc damage equal to 80% of their attack. Right. Probably best to... Let's go in with Rover. Let's take in Changli as well. Because like this is the first one, isn't he? And then we'll take Boji as well.
The end has come.
Woo!
Hopefully this helps. Feathers incinerate. Make it take 4. Who's the caged bird now?
Oh, I like that ult, baby. I fucking like it.
Mind's eye. Swift and resolute.
The hour is upon us.
Together.
That's her intro line. Nice.
Feathers incinerate. Take 4.
Endless reverberation.
Big fan. Big fan.
Beckon the divine flame.
Dude, their ult animation's fucking epic.
Sever. Crosscut. Sever.
I wonder if she's some kind of relation to Calcharo then.
Swift and
The whole
resolute.
sever line, you know?
Hopefully this helps. Take 4. My blade yearns. Be reduced to cinders.
Swift and resolute. Moment of resonance.
Could possibly be, because she keeps saying that Sever, and that's his line, isn't it?
Together we vanish. Sever. Perish in
flames. Rejuvenating snow.
Hey, I like her,
Together we vanish. Swift and resolute.
her old animation as well.
Hopefully this helps.
Who's the caged bird now?
Yo, dude, Changli is fucking sick.
The end has come.
Seems to got to work quite well with Spectral as well. Spectral Rover, should I say, sorry?
My blade yearns.
Alright, we didn't clear that in the fastest time because we're not, obviously, we're running freaking Baiji and Changli in that really, which isn't the best setup. But, you know, she still was clapping. She was clapping. Do we try and go with them again, potentially? Maybe switch... Bring in Danjin? Possibly? Let's try... Let's try... she's only at 60 though, isn't she? Dude, I need to get freaking Tauchi leveled up, man. I need to get her leveled up still. We've got a builder. We've got a builder. Alright, let's try it again. Let's try it again. See how it goes. Probably not gonna go well, but we're gaining no benefit from using them two, really.
Commence healing. Ha! Moment of resonance.
Hopefully this helps. Mind's eye. Beckon the divine flame.
Dude, her ulti's fucking sick, though.
Swift and resolute. Verity shines.
It does seem like she requires quite a bit of field time, though.
Take form. Be reduced to sin.
Got that energy regen will be important as well, yeah.
Mind's eye.
I don't really know her kit, if I'm honest, either, as well. I don't know exactly how her ult works.
Is upon us.
Hopefully this helps. Together we vanish. Together we vanish.
Swift and resolute.
Take form. Who's the caged bird now? My blade yearns.
Endless reverberation. The end has come.
Together we vanish.
Which is really good CC, though.
Try. Acceptable damage. Beckon the divine flame.
I just noticed that like burn off her face as well, her blindfold.
No need to dwell on revenge. Perish in flames. Take form.
Rejuvenating snow. Administering first aid.
All right. We're clearing with you know, not the best team though, not the best team at all, really, for this. Okay, let's. I think it's time to Right, now it's time to bring in. I don't know. I feel like we can still get away with it though. Like, you know, I just feel like we can, you know. Is that it? Can we? All right, let's try it. We're gonna 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 try it with this team. We're gonna do it. Risk it for the biscuit.
The end has come. Break.
Together revenge.
Shit, that's not good.
Verity shines. No hesitation. I sense your moment of resonance. Transmitting frequency.
Together revenge.
Sounds come forth. Bad timing. Cross-cut. Sever. Strike from the shadows.
Hopefully this helps.
There we go.
Endless reverberation.
Together revenge. Be reduced to cinders. Take form.
The hour is upon us.
Commence healing.
She crossed swift and resolute.
Hopefully this helps. Beckon the divine flame. Mind's eye. Sever. Take form.
Rejuvenating snow. Swift and resolute. Moment of resonance. I sense your weakness.
Together revenge. Perish in flames. Triumph through sacrifice.
Oh, definitely wrong team coming in with Changli and this though, because they're immune to that fucking shit.
Hopefully this helps.
Administering first aid. The hour is upon us.
All good with that, all good.
Disperse.
Together revenge. Mind eye. My blade yearns. No need to dwell.
resolute.
Feathers incinerate. Who's the caged bird now? Sever! Mind's eye.
Transmitting frequency. The end has
She
come.
just keeps dropping his fucking lava herds on me.
Together we vanish. Sounds come forth.
My blade takes form. Beckon the divine flame. Perish in flame.
You got a decent intro one.
Swift and resolute. Moment of resonance. Rejuvenating snow.
Feathers incinerate. Hopefully this helps. Take form.
Commence healing.
Dude, he's good, is he? It is good. I like it, actually. Alright, let's just a lineup because Changli's no good in that because they're just totally immune to it, aren't they? I feel like we saved Jinset for end of arena for the next one. I think we can make it happen. I think we can make it happen with these. Spectral Rover is actually really useful, isn't it?
The hour is upon us.
Break!
Wind Rider.
You gonna do that, pussies? You gonna do that, pussies?
Swift and resolute. Strike from the shadows. One more time. Endless reverberation.
It's very good though. I like
You're
it.
wide open. Set true with the sun.
The end has come.
Wind Rider.
Tell truth of the sun.
Swift and resolute. I sense your weakness. Administering first aid. The hour is upon us. No hesitation.
Yeah, man, they need to make sure they don't do Rover so dirty in the next patch because Rover is fucking cool, man. I really like her.
Tell truth of the sun. Fear no more.
Swift and resolute. Hopefully this helps. Swift and resolute. The end has come.
You're wide open. truth, son. Seven. Wind Rider.
The difference in having that immunity there, man. You know what we need now? What we need? Waifu solitaire like the really old days of mobile. Oh, we're out now. No, ooh, no, Spectral Rover. Would have been a good idea to maybe save at that time. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Right. We're taking in Jinsa. And I think we're taking what are the details? We're fighting. No. Okay. I think we take Jian, yeah. We could take Yin Lin to buff. Yeah, I think we take maybe. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah. Let's do it. At least you're doing this with a little bit more variety of our team, though, now.
Heaven ordains. Banish all vice. Luminous energy.
Zap string. It's our curtain call. Crush them! What are you looking at?
Together we fight.
My field of expertise.
I can use some fertilizer.
Watch and learn.
Moment of awakening.
Oh, really? Basically cancel my animation then. Fuck my ability.
Tear them to pieces. Time to wrap it up.
Strike as one. Fluorescent shadows. Let it end. Evil be cleansed.
Tear them to pieces.
Oh, stars, heed my calling. Embrace the change. So be it. Find harmony. Our light shone through. Why not?
You idiots!
Sacred light.
Nice, 48k.
Life is in everything. The sky beckons. Evil be cleansed.
Oh, it's this bitch, is it? Alright, bro, I'll see how it is. Woo!
Take flight. So be it. Listen up.
Smoothing. Zap string. It's our curtain call.
Yeah, we got some pretty nice fucking Hulk animations there with me, boys. You got a right collection of them.
Leave it to me. Strike as one. So be it.
No mercy.
Woefully. Luminous energy.
Good. I'll pay it back tenfold.
Thunder guide us. Fast and starlight. Blessed end.
Tear them to pieces.
Together we fight. Our life, so be it.
I'll pay it back 10. I've had enough. Get lost. It's nothing.
Blue. Watch out. Embrace the change. Moment of awakening.
Can't see.
So be it. Embrace the change. Lend me your strength. Notice this.
You'll pay for this. My field of expertise.
I can use some fertilizer.
He does now.
Leave it to me.
Fucking over at the edge of the fight, battlefield here. We need to
I can use some fertilizer.
pull him back into the middle.
Life is in everything.
It's nothing.
Dude, my timing's all over the place here.
Fast and starlight. Strike fast. Take flight. On sacred light.
Timing is all over the place.
Heaven ordains. Banish all vice.
Tear them to pieces. My field of expertise.
Grow for me. I can use some fertilizer.
Time to wrap it up.
Together we fight. Our lights shine through. Evil be cleansed.
Tear them to pieces.
Insolence.
Tear them to pieces.
We're a mile off them, weren't really. I think we could have done with Spectral rather than.
Moment of awakening. Sacred light.
Swift and resolute. Disperse. The hour is upon us.
Leave it to me. Luminous energy. Evil be cleansed.
Swift and resolute. Hopefully this helps.
Listen up.
Swift and resolute.
Together we fight. Blessed end. Lend me your strength, so good.
We'll see.
Moment of resonance.
harmony. Fast in starlight. Strike fast. Ha! Sacred light. Bloom. Life is in everything. Ha! Oh, stars. Heed my call.
Really got to enjoy the game for myself. I've done a lot of fun. That's all that matters, isn't it, man? Even if you got, like, you know, free to play, thing, innit?
Swift and resolute.
Well, we had a few hours of fun. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Ha! Leave it to me.
I sense your weakness. Hopefully this helps.
Moment of awakening. The sky beckons. Evil be cleansed. Bloom.
The end has come. Bad timing.
Leave it to me. Lend me your strength. Fluorescent shadows.
Swift and resolute.
Walk sacred light.
Swift and resolute.
Bask in the sunlight.
Strike from the shadows. One more. The hour is upon us.
Strike as one. Bask in starlight. Take flight, Sophia. Evil be cleansed. Heaven
Ooh,
ordained.
66k, let's go.
Banish all vice.
Swift and resolute.
Watch out!
Hopefully this helps.
Oh, fuck that.
Find harmony. Embrace the change. Lend me your strength.
Keep it together.
Bloom. Grow for me.
Swift and resolute. No hesitation. The end has
We ain't
come.
gonna do this.
It's so be it. Luminous energy. The hour of lending your strength.
Hopefully this helps.
Warring evil be cleansed. Thunder guide us.
Swift and resolute. Moment of resonance.
You're just beating me on the in the background, man. It's like, dude, come on, man. She's dead. She's already dead. Fail the challenge. Dude's like, I'm just gonna fuck you up while you can't do shit about it. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Alright, let's go complete our daily quest, shall we? Let's get our bits done. Start attacking some stuff. Right? It's not over yet. Dude's like, shh. Nobody said you could leave. Is it from Scary Movie when the clown's under his bed? That's what I was thinking of then. And then, like, the clown's trying to scare the dude, and then he ends up going under the bed, and the clown tries getting out, and he pulls him back under. That's what he's doing to me there, man. He's just pulling me straight back in. Oh, let me sit down. Oop. Yeah, I just need to get a bit more DPS in there. Could maybe even potentially switch out. Who we put in as a Spectral though? Pretty cool. I think the best bet really would be maybe like go Danjin, Jinse, and Spectral Rover to get that little Havoc boost as well. Then like we've got to play it perfect because we've got no heals. Yeah, that one, yeah. That I love that, man. I love the scary movie films, man. At the end, he's like, "We're gay, Sydney." It's like, "I'm not gay," and he's like, "You suck my dick." I love her animations, man. We just got to get a sword now. Just got to work on getting a sword. I think maybe we just try and slowly chip away at a sword, like, you know? Ooh. Real until he like tucks his top up like ties it right up. He like starts doing role play with his girl. The point where he gets to just literally dress as like a freaking like well, like a linebacker or something. Starts jumping at her leg, and then he's like, "Now do me, do me." We'll do some of these tactical simulacra. So yeah, we'll be playing some Wuthering Waves tomorrow. I was gonna play some just never got around to playing it, but I'm not too mad that I didn't get much chance to play much Throne on Liberty, because like I says, I want to play the game on launch, you know. So I didn't want to play through too much because it's the same thing that I played through before, and I you know, I kind of want to enjoy that game. I know a lot of people are kind of banging on that game, but so far I had fun in the little bits I played, you know. So I kind of just want to enjoy it on launch. So yeah,
It's just sad.
I might have to watch this as well. Lolco live podcast. I think I might go watch this, you know, get off for tonight. I will be on in the daytime tomorrow, though, chat. So I'll be on at the daytime. Obviously, start off probably doing I think that might be the little thing we do now. You know, react to some videos, watch some stuff. It's a fun little thing to do. Gives me some content to farm for the YouTube channel. And then we'll play some video games. And then we'll probably stream tomorrow evening, but it'll be a bit later because I'm going to go swimming tomorrow when I pick Rosie up from work. Yeah, it's scary. I might have to watch those over the weekend, actually. Might have to do it. So yeah, guys, thank you everybody for coming out tonight, man. I really do appreciate you. Remember, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to drop a like on the stream. It's very much appreciated. If you haven't yet and you're watching on either, check out the videos I uploaded today. Let me know what you think. And once again, thank you to everybody who has been watching the videos, liking, commenting, sharing, whatever it is. I very much appreciate it. The videos have been doing really well just recently. And yeah, I thank you for it all. And the continued support as well, hanging out in the stream, guys. It means an absolute, you know, it means a lot, actually. So yeah, I appreciate you. And I will see you all in tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your evening, all right? See you later. Ta-ra.